I'll share my screen too, just because I know John likes to be able to see what we can see.
It is nice.
Which, by the way, that Foundry shit I was going on and on,
That I see.
that
What'd you say, Adam?
I was saying, speaking of that Foundry shit I was talking about, it's so cool because if you're the DM, all you have to do is click this button, and then you click on I would click on one of your tokens,
Mm-hmm.
and it shows me what you can see. Like,
Oh, that's cool.
yeah. Anyway, screen share's going. We're recording.
Okay. So we're kind of retconning from where we left off last time. You guys were
Insert
kind of
Nazi
tooling
jokes.
around town, trying to work up your new battle or your new business opportunity for trying to make up a new liquor of some sort, like the perfect liquor drink that's nice and soft on the palate, not too heavy on the stomach. Doing some
Liqueur?
research, and then there was a bit of an commotion in the southern part of town. Looked like the
Incident.
walls were being attacked by some dire wolves. And when you went to check out the situation, a farmer came up saying his farm was being attacked by some creatures. The captain of the guard asked you guys to go check it out, and you did. And during the fight with the Ankegs, you unfortunately lost a party member. So we are retconning that you guys have not entered Alfonso's home yet. So you've left his body with the captain. The captain's going to get the clergy and everything, and they said they would meet you
I scolded the
in the
captain.
later evening for a service to put Alfonso to rest. And right now, you guys are on your way to Alfonso's place.
Arlo
Uh,
is drinking.
He's drinking. He have a flask on him.
Yeah.
Uh,
One of those sacks, the skin
a
sacks.
wineskin, a flagon.
Yeah.
Wait, what's
Whatever the fuck it
what's the
is.
difference
Yo,
between
flagon?
what's
Oh,
the difference
shit.
between a flagon and a wineskin?
I don't know.
Anyway, a flagon is more like
Anyways.
a pitcher or a jug. Anyway,
a flagon's like
Oh,
is
yeah.
just a mug.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
So he's got like a flask.
yeah, or you have a
Yeah.
wineskin maybe, like one of them
Yeah.
bladder shaped things.
Yeah.
Barney says, get after it, but not too after it. We got shit. We have a business in the morning to handle.
So you guys arrive at Alfonso's home, and when you open the door, you see a half-orc gentleman sitting at the dining table in the main living room right as you walk in the front door.
And we would have, I would have probably dropped all my stuff off here by this point. Yes,
Yeah.
I would think.
Yeah, well, no, you wouldn't have, because you guys were kind of moving around that day. You hadn't, you could say you've stopped at the pub to pick your stuff up if you'd like to.
Yeah, let's just say that. Let's say I basically got a whole thing on my back and whatever.
Yeah, you went and grabbed your pack, and you guys circled back around to Al's place, kind of coming up this back road here. And when you open the door, you see a half-orc sitting at the table.
Barnum probably drop his stuff and say, who might you be, fellow traveler?
He's being nice. Arlo would be like, "What are you doing in our friend's house?"
Why, hello there.
Sorry.
Go fuck yourself. No, that was me to you.
You say go fuck yourself?
Yeah.
That was,
Welcome to the party, pal!
in character. Because who the fuck are you? Like, I'm here at Al. Are you also friends of Alfonso?
I mean, for a short period of time, unfortunately, not near long enough, but I'd say as good as friends as you could make in a couple of days.
Well, that's wonderful news. I'm an old friend of Al's. I'm here to well, I'm not quite sure what I'm here for, but I'm here. I was expecting him to be here when in his letter. Do you know when he's gonna be back? And then he kind of like
Oh shit.
looks over his shoulder, kind of thing, and like kind of looks behind you, like to
Uh,
see what.
Oh, we gotta break the fucking
Barney's
ice.
gonna look at Arlo and kind of like,
So real quick, you guys see the half-orc, right? You guys have probably seen half orcs before. He doesn't look like a
Yep.
typical half orc. He looks like a half orc who looks like he's half human, and he's embracing that human side. You can also
what'd you say after he looks half human?
He embraces his human side more.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's kind of so he wants to be thought of, or you get the assumption, which is something he doesn't really try and hide, is that
It's kind of like how Shazin was a little bit.
he's
Yeah.
he's more like I'm more half human, but I'm also half orc.
Sure.
He's wearing like human clothes that have been like altered to fit him
Right.
and his orc body, but like
Instead of like hides and shit.
right,
Orcs
yeah.
would
So he's
wear.
I think
trying, like
I think a lot of half orcs do that, don't they? I don't know.
he definitely can't hide his green
Depending on how you're raised.
and his teeth and like his facial
Is
features.
he like fancy?
He's a little fancy.
Fancy boy?
I would say
He would probably have a noble sigil somewhere on him, correct?
no, because he doesn't.
Stop saying dirty words, John.
So imagine that. The only thing that really comes to mind is Aragorn in Lord of the Rings, the movies.
Mhm.
Gotcha.
All of his clothes seem really well made, but also kind of rugged. Like they're very well
built.
made,
They're built to last.
But-
Well made, but well worn.
and he's been wearing them for quite a while. And they, you can tell that, like, oh well, he probably paid a lot of money to get this fitted to him, and he's a traveler, so
Sure.
has to. This is what he wears. The only thing you can kind of get from his background, he's probably somewhat military, which makes sense being friends of Al and stuff, right? You know that he's a soldier.
Sure.
And he just he looks like he's been raised with humans, and his facial feature or his facial expressions and body language is very humanistic around you.
So he's basically a big giant human with a couple of orc traits.
Yeah, that's what he. Yeah, that's kind of how he feels. Very much just like how again Aragorn, you see him
Right.
and he has a presence, but he doesn't advertise the fact, and he just sort of chills. He's pretty. You would say that he was kind of chill. That's the mental projection I want you guys to have when you interact with him. So yeah,
Gotcha.
he's asking around. He's like, yeah, is Al around?
So John, well, for two things. First of all, and we can get to this second, but okay. So I'm gonna address John. Normally here, I'd roll an insight check, just because I don't know this guy.
Sure.
But I assume John knows something about him. But basically, I wanted to roll an insight check just to see how my character would proceed. That makes
Gotcha.
sense?
Yeah, you can roll an insight check.
All right. 14.
He seems to know Al and be wondering where he is.
But like
he doesn't seem to be aggressive. He doesn't seem to be like he's gonna harm you or necessarily out of place in this town. He does, like Austin said, you would be able to denote that he looks like he might have some sort of military background.
But for the most part, I believe him.
Yeah, you would believe him. He doesn't seem like he's lying.
Okay, so
Arlo doesn't need to do that. He's starting to get very tipsy.
So Barney is gonna look down at Arlo and kind of like do the like facial expressions that would
Like,
reflect.
shit.
Do you want to tell him or should I?
And then I guess I'll just do I don't know. Yeah, I'll do a nod to him, kind of like I will,
Like it.
just
Okay.
because he's just kind of like fuck it, not
Right.
like he's a little loose with it right now.
Right.
So I guess he'll go. Sorry to break the news to. God, I'm trying to remember his voice. Jesus.
You're always
That's good.
there.
Yeah,
I'm always
you're
there.
good.
Yeah.
You just don't
yeah,
believe in
so-
yourself.
Don't believe in myself. Believe, damn you.
Right.
Have faith.
Fuck it.
Yeah, George Michael.
George Michael. Yeah. Gotta have faith. No. I guess he goes.
Biscuit version's better.
Agreed.
The what? You. Oh.
Oh yeah, the biscuit version's
Yeah,
far superior.
Welcome to Limp Bizkit Hour. Shit.
Marlo's like, is your name Nookie?
Is your name Durst?
Because I feel like breaking your stuff.
Shit. I guess he goes, well, sorry, friend. I hate to say it to you, but I got some bad news for you. Your friend has fallen with us.
He looks at your face and he kind of cuts you off a little bit when you say you have bad news. And you can kind of see a shadow pass across his face, and he's like, "Oh, it sounds like I missed him for the last time." And then,
Yep.
yeah, we're used to death, soldiering and stuff. And he's like,
And then Arlo responds back because you interrupt and go, yeah, sure, he's dead, damn it. He's mad because you interrupted him.
Right.
"Sure, I guess, sure."
It's fine. It's just how he's acting right now.
Yeah,
And
he's a little
kinda-
saucy.
He looks down at his hands for some reason, and he looks at the back of his hands, and he's looking at some scars he's got back on the back of his hands. And then he's just like, well, all right, well, it was nice meeting you, Jen. I guess I'll be on my way then if there's nothing for me here. And then he starts to walk out.
And then I stop him. I go, hold on a damn minute. You're not gonna pay. What's the word? You're not gonna pay homage to your fallen friend.
My friend's dead. This is not our way. But
Well, sir, I don't like your way.
oh, it was our way too. When you're around death, as long as we are, it is what it is, I guess. But how recently did this happen?
John?
Just happened.
Well, like 15 minutes
John.
ago?
Yeah, 15, 20 minutes ago.
Okay, so Barney will jump in to sort of diffuse this.
An episode of Friends.
Right, yeah. Yeah, but like on Hulu, because there's no commercials and stuff.
On Hulu.
He goes, he says, well, I didn't catch your name there, friend. I'm Barney, and this is Arlo. What's your name?
Oh, well, you can call me Dorian.
Dorian?
That's right.
Is that what you said?
Dorian. Right.
Okay. He says, well, Dorian, I know you don't have much reason to trust us, because you don't know us well at all. But Al offered us his place to sleep in, for the foreseeable future, and I mean, if you guys go back as long as you say you do, I don't see any reason why he wouldn't offer you the same courtesy. Tomorrow there's gonna be a little service as we put Al to his final resting place. I know you said that's not really your thing, but that's what we'll be doing.
He kind of gets not a glint in his eye, but he takes a second look, and he's like, "Oh, well, I guess that makes sense."
Maybe you might know better than anyone in town how he would like to be honored.
I don't really have anywhere else to be, I suppose, and I don't have anywhere else to sleep, so I guess I might as well stay here. I'm far too sober to have this kind of conversation right now.
Arlo, help him out.
Here you go, bub. Toss him my flask.
Yeah, he would take a few hearty swigs of whatever you had.
Yes. The greatest.
I imagine
rule.
rot gut.
What is it? What?
I imagine whatever it is, it's the rot gut brand. Like
Goddamn right it is.
the lowest of the low on the rail.
Oh yeah, he ain't going fucking high class.
Or
no.
does I didn't? Well, it wouldn't surprise me if Arlo drank top shelf booze and like that's what he spent most of his shit on.
That's true.
I would think he would spend more on amount than quantity, quantity than quality.
Gotcha. So he's the guy who buys
Good
the third.
malort.
He's the
Good
guy who
malort.
buys the 30-pack of Natty instead of the 6-pack of
Yeah.
craft beer.
Yeah,
Fuck
exactly.
yeah.
I can roll with that.
Yeah, he doesn't. Dorian doesn't give a shit. He swigs it back. Like then you notice that he's actually had his pack on this entire time, and then he kind of just takes it off, and then just sort of looks around for like a bit more comfortable place to sit, and I guess just goes into the living room that has more comfortable chairs because he was sort of waiting by the front door.
Yeah, we'd probably be looking for a place to get off our dogs too.
Unload, yeah. Sit down.
Yeah, there's not really much of a living room. It's just kind of a smaller home. So, but you guys are kind of set at the dining table where the chairs.
Sure.
There is a desk over in the main area, main living area, which is kind of dining room, kitchen, everything kind of tossed into one.
Barney goes over to the desk and you see him start writing stuff. He's not ignoring you other two, but that's what he goes and does.
This place this place is just like Alphonse, just only what he needed, nothing more.
And you guys are kind of talking and drinking and relaxing for a little while, and about 30 minutes passes, and word at this point, because it's not a huge town, so word spreads pretty fast. And
hey John, how many people are in this town? I didn't mean to interrupt you, but it made me think of it.
Yeah, that's
like
something I've never
5,000?
really settled on because I don't know what's too much or what's
500?
too little. So I'm gonna
There's
say like 1,000 to 3,000 somewhere in there.
There's a
Like it's a decent sized city, but not massive.
A large
either.
town is like 2,000 to 5,000, and a small town is like 900 to 2,000.
Yeah, I'd say like 2,500
Okay.
to 3,000 somewhere in there.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I looked at that and it still didn't help me.
Okay. Well, I mean, basically, it just gives you a way to label it, I suppose. But
yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah.
that was just something that I don't think anybody ever asked, and I thought to. So keep going.
About 30 minutes passes. You guys are just kind of talking, and there starts to be a few knocks at the door. People coming by to pay their respects. People that you've met throughout town. Like the Delvors come over, and they bring Dent brings you some couple flasks. Arlo, your rogue buddy. Audrey comes and kind of sits with you, Barney, and brings some books to try and help you keep your mind off things.
Mm-hmm.
Then a crew from the Barking Goat comes over, and they bring a couple casks of food or booze. And the running lamb staff brings over some meals, a nice big meal for you guys to eat. Just because, I mean, they all kind of met. Al got to know a decent amount of people in town, especially the folks at the Barking Goat, and they just kind of come over and talk and BS with you guys for a little while. Couple hours pass, and there's a knock at the door.
All right. I wander over and I open the door.
You would have seen Barney grab like his staff and kind of like jerk. He's a little jumpy right now.
Okay.
Jumpy.
Yeah. So as you open the door, the camera kind of as if we're shooting this. The camera zoomed in, kind of on the feet, and it pans out. As it pans out, we see a staff that the person seems to be leaning on. It looks like what used to be a spearhead that's capped off. That has a cap on the bottom of it. The figure only has one leg. It's missing its right leg.
Interesting. Right.
From the knee down. And as we pan up, we see them dressed in nice garb. Looks to be marked with the holy symbol of Helm on his chest. It's a man with a white beard and has an eye patch over his left eye and white hair.
Pirate.
I invite him to an ass kicking contest.
Fuck.
No.
And as you open the door, he says, "Hello, gentlemen. My name is Onda Hornwood. I'm the cleric of this town, and I've been preparing your friend over the last few hours, and I wanted to meet with you about his services tomorrow."
What can we do for you?
Yeah. Do you need help with anything?
Well, no, we'll be sure to handle everything. I prepared the body. Gruesome way to go. Having the spine severed like that.
You don't have to tell us.
Oh, I know, sir. But if you don't mind me asking, what are your names? I've heard you're new in town. You were friends of Alfonso?
Just new friends. We just met him a couple days ago. My name's Arlo Pine.
Arlo, it's a pleasure meeting you.
Good to meet you. Want a sip? And I hand them the fucking flask.
No, thank you. I turned away from the drink long ago.
That's very noble of you. It's very good of you. And I turn around and roll my eyes and take a drink.
Nice.
He's such an ornery little shithead right now.
Oh,
No reason for him not to be.
And-
The name's Barnabas Ulysses Montavious Pomaton.
Montavious, I forgot.
that's quite the name you have there, sir. Barnabas. Nice to meet you.
Barney, Bump, whatever. I don't care.
Barney, okay. I can call you Barney. Whatever you'd like. And you, sir? And he kind of gestures towards, you said Dorian? Yeah.
Do you think he would have, not knowing who Dorian was?
He doesn't know us either.
He's in the home. Yeah, he doesn't know any of these guys.
That's fine.
Oh, let me explain that. I'm just Dorian.
Dorian,
it's our new.
nice to meet you.
That's our new friend Dorian. Yeah, he's our new friend, and I'm just fucking Arlo's all over the place. And
Friend, great.
What was that?
He's looking at this guy like, crap. This guy's calling me his friend.
And I look I look at him and I go, "You share a drink with me, you're my friend, buddy."
Must have a lot of friends then.
Oh, so many.
Sick burn.
Well, gentlemen, I'm trying to prepare rites for Al, and I've gotten a little information. I met with him once or twice when he was in town. He didn't seem that overly religious, but we all pass on to the gods eventually. I wanted to know if there's anything in particular any of you think should be added to his to my sermon I'm giving tomorrow in his honor.
He's Barney's gonna turn and look at Dorian.
Yeah, well, and then Arlo just speaks up because again he's sloppy right now. He goes, "I'm not much for fancy words, so I got nothing."
Oh, Alphonse wouldn't have cared one way or the other. If he's dead, he's dead. Then whatever makes those who have to deal with his body, he wouldn't have minded.
Well, do you know much of his story? Much of who he was? Would you be able to maybe share a few tales of him with me? Might let me get to know a little better of who he was.
I don't see what difference it makes, but if it would make you feel better, sure. Yes, I know. I knew Al probably better than most.
Well, what was he like?
Oh, you mean right now? Oh, okay.
I mean, I could come back if now's not a good time.
He's a sharp one,
But
isn't he?
we were hoping to have the service in the morning, so I was hoping to have something prepared.
Well, I mean, Al was a soldier above everything else. He was as much of a shield as the one he carried to those around him. He wouldn't take a second thought about risking his own life to protect somebody else's, as you can see.
Yeah.
He saved many lives, including mine.
You say he saved your life. Austin, you muted yourself, but
And he when he says that he said, like Al saved his life, he kind of looked down at his hands. He saved mine and many others. We were in the same unit together during the fighting, campaigning.
The Vietnam War. Sorry.
He looks at you and gives you like a side eye.
That was Tank. That wasn't me. That wasn't Arlo. Sorry. Sorry.
He looks at Arlo and he takes his hand and like drinks the rest of it and gives him an empty flask.
You guys got plenty of booze at this point. The townsfolk have brought you lots of booze.
Right.
Don't fuck with my yes hand, you fuckers. Hold on. he takes that empty one, he turns around and he goes, and he waves his hand at this big bucket of ale and he dips the whole thing in there and fills it back up. I was like, yeah.
Barney says, hey, Arlo, I hear there's apples in that bucket. Maybe you should start bobbing for them.
But no, Al wasn't religious.
Drown.
We both saw too much of death, too much senseless killing to ever believe there was any sort of divine purpose. Or, I mean, even if there are gods, and I don't believe it, even though I've seen it. He doesn't. He wouldn't care about any of this. He's dead. He's gone. That's the only way we got through everything. If you start thinking there's a meaning, it'll drive you crazy. Here's your sermon. And he walked away.
Well, I'm sorry if I've upset you, sir.
Oh, it's not you. You're fine there, buddy.
But he sounds like a very noble hero. And we are very grateful for the service that he gave to our town. And if there's anything you need, you just let me know. And he kind of lets you guys know where his office is, where his home and on the road. And he tells you about the time he's planning on getting there. He says there will be some men coming by tonight to dig a grave, because that's how this town typically takes care of their dead, as they bury them. So they'll be burying him in the backyard here. And also the captain of the guard would like me to give you this. Apparently this was his home, one of his homes that he was renting to Al, and he said due to his services he would like to turn it over to his friends. So I'm guessing that means the three of you.
Sure. And he grabs the keys. He goes, "That's the least that some bitch could do."
Well, yes, yes, it is. and he just kind of is. He understands the grieving process all of you are going through. He's been through this
He
a
sees
lot.
all the different forms of it.
Yeah, he's like
Sure.
he doesn't pay any
Oh,
attention
you're
to
the
it.
drunk, upset one.
Yeah. So he's there if any of you need to talk. He's like, if any of you feel you need to get anything off your chest, would like to talk, I'm here. If not, I will have my leave, and I will leave you be to grieve on your own in your own way. And I will be back in the morning to start the services. I'm sure much of the town will turn out, as I believe Al had quite a connection with quite a few people. I heard he tended to give rousing readings at the Barking Goat. So, but I'm so sorry for all of your loss, and I will see you all tomorrow unless you need anything from me.
Yeah, I mean, we'll always take more booze, I know we're kind of getting low. But also good to meet you, man, Good to meet you. I'm shaking his hand like really hard and stuff. You're a good guy. You're a really good guy, man. Thanks a lot.
Well, yes, thank you very much. It was nice meeting all of you.
So, when the priesty boy leaves, Dorian walks over to y'all's characters and he says, "So what happened? How did he die? What got him in the end?"
It was a go away, Brandy. It was how like long are on kegs? Because I know they're not like big creatures.
They're about, I'd say, 10 feet long.
Okay.
Because because they stand up pretty tall. I'd say they're probably like stood up on two of their legs. They're probably about 5-6 feet long. But then fully elongated, they're probably around 10, close to 10,
gotcha.
9 to 10 feet long.
Gotcha.
Are those fully elongated?
Why?
I don't know.
He says it was a nasty thing that got him. They're telling me it was called an onkeg, kind of a big bug thing dug around in the ground. Well, not to be too crass, but it crushed him pretty good. It was tough to watch.
Yeah, he hated those things. He hated them so much. We fought many of those, and he hated them. He got the acid burn really get bad, but I'm kind of I don't really give a shit about all this. I'm kind of curious as to what the fuck's going on and what actually took him down. Could you guys take me back to the field that he died in?
I mean, it's a private property, but I can't imagine they would have too big a problem with it, as seeing as we cleared up their field for them.
Yeah, damn it.
Yeah,
we're heroes. Save their lives.
So yeah, fill up your tanks and let's bring a little.
Oh, I got some.
Let's bring a little on the way. I know you can do, buddy. And let's go check this field out. Let's go find out. I'm curious.
Okay.
I don't have any problems with that. We'll take them there.
Sure. Let's go there.
So it's been about
I wanna go there.
it's been about probably 3 hours since you guys got back. So it's getting around like I'd say it's about 6 o'clock in the evening.
Sure.
So you guys are working your way through town, and you get down to this southern road here, and you see a bunch of carts with the town guard surrounding them that look to be hauling off the bodies of what seem to be the Ankegs. They look like they're headed towards the Western Watchtower.
Gotcha.
If you'd like to look at the creatures, you could follow the carts or stop the guards, or if you'd like to continue head down to the farm, you can do that as well.
We'll probably point them out to Dorian, but Barney wouldn't stop unless he wanted to.
Dorian would go up to one of the guards, whoever he thought was the guard. And he would...
yeah, you see a guy that looks like he's wearing a sergeant's insignia.
Yeah, so he gives him sort of the military salute, and says, looks at his rank and would know the rank of whatever this dude is, and say, "Excuse me, do you have a quick second for answer a question about these things?"
Sure, yes, sir. We had quite the attack today. There was all kinds of creatures attacking the town. Well, it seems you were the two that killed these beasts. But yeah, they're ankegs, from what I've been told.
These nasty foul beasts, and Arlo spits on one of them.
Honestly, I've never heard of them attacking our town before. Captains seem pretty out of sorts. Said he never heard of them attacking this town ever since he's been here.
Are you sure?
So they got people a little on guard.
Are we sure we got all of them, or do we think any of them got away, like the one that killed Alphonse?
Well, we dug this one out of the hole, and we didn't see anything else down there. Nothing else attacked us, so we're hoping they're all gone, but we don't know for sure. I mean, we don't know that much of them. Like I said, we've never been attacked by these creatures before. This has got people a little on edge.
That's been my experience too. These don't typically travel in packs or attack fortified cities. This is quite strange. I'm making all this up, John. So whatever.
As this conversation's going on, hold on. As this conversation's going on, Arlo is like whistling, drinking, and he walks up to one of them. Couple arrows I forgot, and I pull them, yank them out of there, and wipe it off, and put it in my whatever the hell that's called.
So you would know, Dorian, that they do typically, farms are very common things for them to attack, but they're saying that they've never had any attacks from these creatures. And he also says, he's like, be honest, since you're the folks that took these things down, just between you and me, we ain't ever been attacked by direwolves either. This all seems to have been happened in the same day. Something feels off. Something feels real off.
You don't say. Thank you, Sherlock.
Hey, you two make perception checks.
Oh, we do? Okay.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I'm calling for rolls here. Suck a dick.
Oh, fuck, that's a 1. I ain't doing shit.
Arlo is drunk as fuck.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So,
God damn it, Austin,
guys,
put your character name on your character sheet, please.
I
love
I'm
you.
acting like Justin from the Adventure Zone.
Dorian, you would probably notice when the guy mentioned direwolves, like you saw Barney get like uneasy. Like he didn't like you see like
chills?
a look of like just maybe a little bit of fear. Maybe like he just took a big swallow, like like in a cartoon. Cool. Yeah. He doesn't say nothing though.
Arlo's just whistling.
Dixie.
Right.
No.
And I assume they came from the direction of the forest, right?
They came from the west.
If it do you know if the captain of the guard is still awake?
Yeah, he's actually still down at the farm. He's looking in them tunnels. I don't know what he's gonna find in there.
I served with Alphonse in his unit campaigning. I know a thing or two about these, and I'm kind of curious. Do you think it'd be okay if I went down there and talked to him?
He seemed to be quite fond of Alphonse. This all seems to have him shook up quite a bit.
Don't worry, buddy. He's in the up and up. The captain they ain't gonna worry about anything. I'm just like talking on my ass, but I'm like, don't worry, we're vouching for him.
And this guy's kind of just like shaking you off. He's like, but I don't think Captain mind talking to you. If you knew Al, I'm sure he'd want to give you all the information you need to know.
And what was your name, soldier?
My name's Derek.
Thank you for your time, Derek. And then he walks
Big D. Thanks, buddy.
towards the farm that he pointed.
Okay, so you guys head down. I'm pretty sure it was the Bursk farm down here. So you guys head down there. Let me move you. Let me make sure I gave you. Oh no, that's not you guys. That's the wrong people. No, it's not. I did give you control there. Good to go, Austin.
Yeah. I've got control, dude.
Control.
I see control.
So you guys head down to the Bursk farm.
Yeah. I think. Well,
And,
he wants to go down to the holes or whatever, right?
Yeah. You get to the farm and you see the captain.
Oh yeah.
He looks a little bit shaken up. As you guys are walking up, you see him take a long drag on his on a flask.
And I come up to him and go,
He doesn't really notice you guys
mind,
walking
buddy.
up.
Oh, okay, sorry.
No, he doesn't. He pushes you over, and he's like, walks up to the captain and gives him sort of that salute, and he says, "What? I guess he doesn't know the captain's name. He didn't ask. Excuse me, you're the captain."
And he kind of salutes you back, and he says, "Oh, yes, I am. Can I help you? Who are you, sir?"
I was actually thinking about trying to help you. My name is Dorian, captain of whatever regiment of whatever this, retired. I served with Dorian. I actually came here to meet him.
You served with yourself. Well, yeah, most people do.
Oh, John, you fucking
Nice.
I said, cocky motherfucker.
And then Arlo goes, I serve myself every day.
Yeah, we're aware.
hey, you hear Barney go. Apparently he laughs like John.
And it sounds like I missed him by a day.
Oh, fuck you.
I'm kind of as to what kind of things would have brought old Al down. He was a mean fighter. If you don't mind me butting in on your investigation here,
You served with Al.
I did.
Well, I mean, I don't mind you butting in. Looks like we had 3 ant kegs, which I've never seen in these parts before. I fought them when I served down south, but never up here. They've never seemed to get this close to town. I mean, we get little attacks with some beasts, wolves and bears and normal stuff like that, but today we had these ant kegs and dire wolves. Dire wolves never come near this town. I've been here 10 years. We ain't never had nothing like that. And these tunnels all seem to be tunneling from the west, which is where them wolves came from. Just don't seem right to me.
Well, is there anything else that anybody new in town or anyone boasting unusually? Is there anything else going strange from anybody?
I mean, I'm sorry, sir, but this all happened a few hours ago. I wouldn't really know none of that. Only new folks I know in town, well, you 3. But
It's Arlo's fault.
unless you have something to do with this, I don't think the other 2 do. They were here with him.
I plead the
Fighting
fifth.
alongside him. Hell, they killed these things.
Yeah, we don't know neither.
I don't have a damn clue. We just joined up with Al and got in this message. It's a big damn snowball.
Is there anything we could learn from, like, nature check or anything? Like, that would be, like... I mean, I know we did checks on them, like, about their combat prowess and stuff. But, like, is there any kind of, like, checks we can make that might
maybe
help
the
us?
hole?
Yeah, I like that too. I like the idea that
You can do a nature check on the tunnels.
that Dorian would
Yeah.
have done his starting to do kind of his own investigation.
I just start wandering down in
Are we
there.
at the tunnels yet? Yeah.
Yeah, you're there at the farm. You guys can do a nature check.
I don't know shit. I rolled a 9.
Here we go.
Tanky, you should be better at.
Oh, fuck yeah.
It's dark out.
I got a 13 plus 7, so
There you
yeah,
go.
20.
It seems like the tunnels, from what you can tell, because you have dark vision, right, Tanky? I'm pretty sure you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you can see pretty far down them. They look. It looks like it was just one tunnel that all three burrowed in through, and it spread off into the 3 patches of fields you found them in. And I think there was a tunnel spreading off to one of the fields where a body was lying dead, where there was no cow was lying dead, where there was no ankeg left over there.
But it only gave us the impression there was 3, right?
You only get the impression of 3. You don't see any tracks of anything else, but it looks like the tunnels were straight. But from what you've seen of these creatures before, like what you've heard of their tunnels, these look frantically dug. Like there was something.
Like they were running from something?
Maybe, yeah, something chasing them?
Something could have been chasing them. Something could have been affecting them. Their minds, you're not exactly sure, but these things were frantically digging, but then they stopped at this point. It's almost like they were supposed to get to the town.
Is the tunnel big enough for Dorian to fit in? Can he get in there and?
Yeah, it's about 5 or 6 feet high, and about about 5 to 6 feet wide, 5 to 6 feet high.
Yeah, so he would take his two battle axes out and jump in and says, "I'll tell you what's on the other side. You boys coming?"
Okay.
Where do you mean, buddy? We're digging. We're going. Where are we going?
We're going.
Oh shit! All right.
Excuse me, sir. I think it's best if we let this lay till tomorrow. Everybody needs to rest.
Well, I feel pretty rested, and these things are the trail could go cold wherever these things came from. If someone sent them here, or if they were hijacked, or if they were controlled in some way, wherever this leads, it might lead us right to them. And first 24 hours and all that.
Hey, I have a question. John, did they leave Caddyshack gopher mounds above the ground where they were tunneling?
There were parts in the farm area where it looks like they were looking for prey, but it looks like it goes awfully deep.
Okay.
And actually, once you get about 20 to 30 feet down, the tunnel collapsed. So these tunnels collapsed behind them pretty quickly.
Did they leave a depression in the surface?
There's a depression in the surface only really where in the farm area, because they were high enough above the ground. But it looks like the tunnels have just kind of collapsed in on themselves. It hasn't really affected the surface too much where it tunneled through the town.
Okay.
But the captain speaks up. He's like, "Hey, don't think you're gonna find anything in them tunnels. But I'll tell you where you could track. But I still don't think it's good to go out tonight. You go out tonight, you ain't coming back."
Why is that?
There was about 10 or 12 dire wolves that attacked you yesterday. And they left some fresh tracks. As long as there ain't a heavy rain tonight, you should be able to follow them and find where they're coming from.
Well, thank you.
And those wolves seem just as rabid and ravenous as these tunnels seem like they were dug. Like I said before, I think it's connected.
Well,
you're looking for a lead, I think that's your lead.
If you knew Alphonse, you knew that he wouldn't have rested, and neither can I. And he turns and he gives Mike a little salute, a little nod, and then he starts walking towards the way of where he can find those tracks.
Okay. So
I mean, you guys can also ask Dorian, like, what are you doing? What's your, like...
I was just waiting for a break because Barney was definitely going to have a conversation here.
Yeah.
So I start walking that way, and I look back at you guys. And give you another
friend, I'm not particularly keen to follow this, and that's all he says.
Arlo goes, I go where Barney goes. That's
All right.
I want to figure this out as well. Maybe I can't say as much as you do because like I said, I don't know you that well. But all due respect, it's I'm just personally not too keen to go hunting wolves in the night. Not in the daytime, for that matter, either.
But I know I'll at least like the daytime to know where I'm going, and not exactly straight up right now.
Well, whenever you get caught on the back foot, that's not the time to parlay. We need to take it to them and figure out what's going on, because we could just get another attack on another farm, and more people are just keep dying. And that's not how I would have wanted to go out, just dying for no reason. There's got to be some reason behind all.
Yeah,
like
Barney.
Whoever did this is just getting further away, or they're just getting away with more and more. We need to go and find them and take the fight to them.
Barney says, I really appreciate your gung ho attitude there, but and I didn't know Al as long as you did, but do you think he would have just walked into a trap like that? Because wolves are gonna find you before you find them. And he's basically talking about how they hear and smell way better than any of us ever will. And that looking for them in the nighttime when we don't have like good vision seems like a fool's errand.
Yeah.
You catch a change in his demeanor when you start talking strategy, as opposed to just sort of like being hesitant about wanting to go. Now it just seems like, so you catch a change in his demeanor. Now he's more like reasoning with you and
he's more open to it because it doesn't sound gutless. It's more strategy.
There's
smart. I get it.
There's some brains behind it.
Sure. You guys are kind of having this conversation on the walk, because I have a feeling he kind of started walking away from you.
Yeah, but we're probably still like well within the town area.
Oh yeah, you're in the town, so you're walking past the West Guard or kind of this road here, so you kind of can see the West Guard tower, and you see a pile of direwolf bodies that the guards killed at the wall, as well as the Ankegs. It looks like they're getting ready to torch them. But you see a large pile of them.
Okay.
So it looks like there were quite a few. So from your experience, Dorian, you feel very confident that you'll be able to pick up their trail and track them tomorrow, because they leave pretty big impressions that, like the captain said, if there's not been a heavy rain, you're going to be able to follow them, and it's very dangerous to go after them at night.
Yeah, can we do survival
kind
checks?
Of a fool's errand and a death wish
to predict the weather.
Yeah, you can do a survival check.
I
to
didn't roll worth a fuck.
Try to get a feel of it.
Maybe those two will do better, because that's the
That's
the check to predict the weather.
Okay, hold on a second. Ooh, nice. I got 10 plus 5, 15.
Yeah. So, Dorian and Arlo, you both can tell it's been clear skies past couple days, and it seems like clear skies tonight. You don't see any reason why it's gonna be anything out of that for the next few days.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Barney's gonna say, I see they've got quite the supply over there. Maybe we check them out and see if there's anything out of the ordinary about either the Ankegs or the wolves. I mean, I don't know that we'll find anything, but it's worth taking a peek. And
Let's check these bad boys now.
Yeah, he wants to go see if maybe they were affected by a disease. I
Yeah.
don't know that we're gonna find anything, but maybe
Yeah.
roll some checks.
Yeah.
OOC roll
Sure.
some checks on these wolves and shit.
I want to do a nature check on one of the dire wolves.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you guys can go ahead and do nature.
All right, that's a 12 plus 7, so I can't add. 19.
19. So they look like normal dire wolves. They don't look like they're any type of weird magical constructs. They just look like dire wolves as you would expect.
Okay, no diseases or anything like that.
You see a little bit of an odd. Quite a few of them seem to have this odd foam around their mouths.
Yeah, so
you can roll me a medicine check.
that's what I was thinking too. I rolled a 13 for the medicine check.
No, he rolled a 17. I rolled a 13.
Oh, 17. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, a 17. Yeah, definitely looking at trying to like feel some of their muscles to see how fatigued they were, how stiff they are, to see if acid buildup was more than normal. To see if their eyes seem to be kind of,
or what that foam is.
Yeah, if they were drugged up, or if this was some sort of like something was mentally controlling them, forcing them to run harder.
Yeah.
Other things.
And while you think about that, John, I will also do detect magic on this whole pile of things. But just continue with the medicine check resolution.
Okay. So did you roll a medicine check at all?
During
Arlo?
No, yeah, but it was low as shit. I got it like an 8, so it's fine.
So Barney, what you notice is with the froth in the mouth, you kind of feel like you've heard of animals having diseases that can cause that, but with both of your medicine checks, especially you, Dorian, you don't think it's any sort of disease. You do notice that their muscles look very fatigued. It looked like they've been running for a while.
So they're
probably 2 or 3 days. They're dehydrated. They were starving, and they from what you can tell, it looked like they were on some sort of a mission to get here. Whatever it was that was driving them to here. Because they burst. You also, the guys tell you, because you're kind of talking. The guards come up and talk to you, and they tell you these things burst through the wall. The first couple dire wolves that got there, as you're examining them, you notice that they broke their necks running straight into the wall.
Jesus.
And the other ones kind of clawed through them to try to get through the town. And the guards were able to take them out before they were able to get into the town and do any damage to anybody. There were only a couple of casualties, thankfully. They were able to stay far enough on the walls and pick them off before they could get through. But they describe it as they've never seen a beast that ravenous and with that much disregard for its own safety.
Right. So me, Adam, would know that even all pack animals are always gonna go for the easiest kill. Attacking a town with noise and lights and shit like that, that's out of the ordinary for wolves, right? So
yeah, and they also did it midday. This happened midday.
Right. So it's even less safe for them. Regardless of how hungry they are, they're unlikely to. I mean, the hungrier they are, the more likely they are to do it. But I mean, it's all very odd behavior. Did any magic on any of this stuff?
You get a very, very faint
pee real quick.
magical aura.
Uh-huh.
You're not really sure. It doesn't seem arcane. It
Okay.
seems divine.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna tell the
But
guards.
you can't really pin.
I'm gonna
And
tell.
it seems like a divine enchantment of some sort.
Okay, I'm gonna tell the guards. Or I'm gonna ask the guards to hold off on burning these, and I would go if I get the sense it's divine. I'm going to go get Andrew and see what he would know about this shit. I don't know that they're gonna
Okay.
wait for me, but I would ask them to hang on because they seem pretty confused as well. So I would think that they would be all about solving the mystery too.
We can also just ask them to save one. We don't need all of them, right?
Yeah. I mean, if that makes sense too. Yeah, if they're more comfortable with that.
Yeah.
No, they're fine with holding off. Because they know who you guys are and they know what you've been through today. And also the sergeant knows you were just talking to the captain, so
Right.
he assumes that the captain sent you over here. So he kind of is like, we'll hold off if you feel you think Anda needs to take a look at him.
I don't think it'll hurt. I mean, he might know something we don't. Maybe he doesn't, but if he doesn't, light him up. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if we'd want to get Andrew in the morning or do it. I mean, you said it's about 6 o'clock, so maybe we do it tonight.
Yeah.
Andrew in the morning, Andrew in the
Probably
evening.
tomorrow after the service after the morning, because those clerics he's probably busy writing his sermon and he's probably not thinking, but he'll probably be able to think better tomorrow.
You know what I'm gonna do? I am gonna pop into his house and let him know, because I imagine I would know at least that clerics can prepare different spells every morning. So maybe he could prepare what he would need to. So yeah, well, I'll pop in, just poke my head in his door and tell him that, and then go from there. I mean, I don't have anything
You go on
else.
and you voice your concerns with him, and he's like, well, I mean, I could take a look at him, but I'm not not as familiar with beasts as some in the town. You might want to talk to the local stable master. She's quite familiar with the beasts of the area.
Really?
I want to do an insight and see if he's telling the truth.
Oh, she is. Oh, okay.
About not knowing about beasts and stuff.
I mean, he didn't really say that doesn't know about beasts, but go ahead and roll your insight check, and he'll explain. It'll explain that.
I got a 14.
So yeah, he seems like he's pointing you towards the expert,
Right.
the town's expert on it. Not that he wouldn't know something that's going on, but the town stable master is pretty well known around town that she knows what she's doing when it comes to
Barney,
it seems
the wildlife in the area.
Barney
It seems
says he's I'm not so concerned with the beast itself so much as the magic I found on it. But yeah, we can go talk to her, I suppose. Yeah.
She'll be more than capable of handling that as well.
Okie dokie. I mean, I'm not even gonna roll an insight check on him. He doesn't have any reason to doubt this dude. He seemed helpful. Okay. But yeah, I mean, if there's still time left in the day, let's go get her.
Yep. You head to the stable master, and you see her working with a couple of horses, and it's a dwarven woman. And you see her just kind of brushing a horse in the stables. It's a open, fenced-in area.
Okay. I'll approach her. Hello there, ma'am. Can I bug you for just a second?
Yes, you may. My name is Viet, and yours is?
You say Viet, like the beginning of Vietnam?
Yeah, Viet.
Okay. Hello there, Viet. My name is just call me Barney.
You gotta change that voice.
It's all good. Just call me Barney.
Barney, yes.
Oh my.
Nice to meet you. I've heard of you. You were involved in the unfortunate tragedy today. I'm so sorry for your loss. Is there anything I can help with? These attacks have the whole town on edge.
Yes, I appreciate the condolences. Are you okay? Your voice seems to have undergone quite the change there very rapidly. Anyway.
Yeah, I'm still working the voice out. I don't know exactly what it is yet.
Fair enough. So.
All I know is it's very, very enticing.
You again. Not you. You can go away. You slowly around in my horse troughs. You can get on out of here. I want. You go away.
What does he swim laps in them?
Don't you remember he fell in the horse trough? She transformed into an eagle and pulled him out.
Yeah.
Okay.
I remember all that happening. He says, well,
I mean, you guys weren't there, but as a player, you know it happened.
Right. I say, sorry about my friend here. I'll try and keep him out of your horse troughs. I obviously you heard.
Very, very appreciated.
Well, I'll see what I can do. No promises. Found a. I'm sure you.
Don't worry, I'll stay away. Damn it.
Well, we'll find you a nice swimming hole, buddy. Don't you worry. He says.
Yeah.
He says. I obviously you've heard about the attacks. Found a bit something curious on the wolves, and Mr. Hornwood, I think it is. He pointed us in your direction. I was hoping you'd come take a look at these things.
Well, if you think there's something out of the ordinary, I'll definitely come check it out. Let's be on our way.
All right.
And she goes over with you, and she inspects them. She kind of does a little bit of chanting and casts a couple of seems to be casting some sort of spells that you're not familiar with.
Uh-huh.
But you know it's magic of some sort. Seems more of a divine slash naturey type stuff.
Druid shit.
And yeah, druidic shit.
Yeah.
So and
Druidic shit.
Do that druid shit, girl.
Well,
So that's Ludacris's new album.
it seems like they very possibly could have been under some sort of ritual spell. Something could have been casting a spell to cause these creatures to fairly rage onto our town.
Who do you think could have done that?
I don't know. The only way would be to track and see if you can't find where they cast the spell. It's hard to find to really know where that would have been, but you could track the beast as far back. It most likely would have had to originate near where they dwell. So if you get near there, you can probably find at least the remnants of the ritual. Maybe some evidence from there.
Can you think of anyone powerful enough to cast a spell in the city?
Oh well, there's many magic users in the city, but none that I know that would want to attack the town that I can think of. But I mean, it just depends, and depending on how far these beasts came from, it looks like they've traveled a few days. You might have a bit of a trek on your hands.
All right. Well, I suppose we've at least got a lead there, boys. So, I appreciate your help. Should we turn in?
Yeah.
Okay.
And don't worry, your trouts weren't even that great, anyways.
You just stay out of them, you filthy drunk.
I didn't like them anyways. They're not my style.
Not enough horse
Yeah,
fit
your
in them
style
for you?
is anything. Your style is anything with manure on it, you filthy beast.
Hey.
Thank you again. And he tries to like shuffle Arlo off. So yeah.
Like, what
Okay, and
Ugh.
so you guys make it back to Alfonso's, and you see that more gifts seem to have been dropped off.
Casseroles
Food and drink.
It's always casseroles.
Quite a few.
Jello molds.
Fucking lasagnas
couple,
and shit.
Some wreaths of flowers and different things. And looks to be a few people just kind of gathered around. Actually, a couple people from the Barking Goat are there. They seem to just be talking and sharing stories, talking about a lot of the stories and readings that Al would do. They're just kind of milling about because they're all kind of everybody's kind of grieving in their own process and kind of out of it because they haven't had an attack like this in a while.
Right.
It's usually a relatively peaceful village.
Typically, Adam would want to go and roleplay with these people, but I think Barney would be pretty much in for the night. It's been a long fucking day. Because, I mean, it's still the same fucking,
for sure.
It's still the same fucking day. So, I mean, you guys do what you want, but Barney's just gonna, friendly greet them, but just keep it moving into the house and probably just crash.
And Arlo's gonna go, all right, buddy, take it easy. I'm gonna get a couple more drinks. And goes into the, whatever it's called. What's the place called? Something Goat? What
Barking Goat?
Go to the Barking Goat?
Barking Goat.
I mean, they got plenty of booze at the house for you, but you're more than welcome to go to the Barking Goat if you want to.
He's just, yeah. I don't know.
Maybe he wants
the
a
only
distraction.
person that's there. That's fine. The only person that's there seems to be tending bar still is Cuddy.
Who's that again?
Cuddy Toyd, the one of the bartenders.
Oh,
he's,
yeah. Gotcha,
the younger kind of half-wit.
Yeah.
Yes, the Woody Boyd character.
Woody boy, yeah. Hey, Cuddy, give me a round of your best gruel or whatever the fuck it is.
Oh, sure. Shucks, I'll get you a gruel. Here you go.
Thanks, buddy.
Tossed you one down.
And then he's sitting at a corner table. He's not even like with those other people. He's just sitting there, and he just kind of sitting there by himself, thinking. And he drinks that one, and he's like, "Give me one more. Give me another one."
And he keeps them coming until last call, about 3 a.m.
Well, what I was gonna say is, he by the second one, he starts drinking it, and he just straight up like passes out and falls asleep, like falls under the table.
Okay.
And it's not
He
even the last
passes out.
call yet. Yeah, I'm one of those things where I'm like, yeah, I can keep going, and then boom. Just knocks out.
Wait, I have a question, Tank. Did he take a whiskey drink and then a vodka drink?
He takes a whiskey drink?
And a cider drink?
What?
And a lager drink? Was he singing any songs, perhaps?
This is all going over my head.
This is Chumbawamba, dude.
Something to remind him of the bad times?
The what?
Chumbawamba.
I get knocked down, but I get up again.
I'm glad you all know that so well.
Oh,
hey guys, stop pissing the night away.
Nice.
Hey,
come back.
It's not our fault. Arlo's doing it. We had to go with it.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the rule.
All right. Yeah. So does he? Yeah. Does Cuddy Boyd let him crash there? Or?
Well, no. So Arlo, you end up waking up on a couple of chairs thrown together in Alfonso's house.
I was really hoping you were gonna say in a horse trough.
I know, right? Shit. No, that's
that would have been bad for him.
That's perfectly fine. I'm on a couple chairs, laying there like a bed. Perfect.
Yeah.
Good old Cuddy. He's a heart of gold. He dragged me home. He carried me home.
Yep, he got you home. He had to get some help from some of the guys.
Sweet little drunk, stinky baby in his arms. Yes.
But they got you home and put you at Al's house. And you wake up when you kind of fall in between the chairs and bonk your head on the back of one of them, and you have a fucking horrible hangover.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And you're the first one to wake up. It's about 5 a.m.
What did Dorian do? Did we ask what Dorian
Yeah,
did?
what? Did,
I
yeah,
don't know.
what'd you
I'm
do,
about to get to those
Austin?
guys. What
Okay.
did you guys do, Dorian and Barney?
I just turned in. I maybe
Barney
sat
went
at.
and turned in.
No, I sat at the desk and I pulled out the same piece of paper, gave it a little once over, jotted down a few more things, and then I did. Did Dorian go back to the house, Austin?
Yeah, Dory went back with you guys. He would have gone to Al's room and stayed in there. Those guys had to share bedrooms a lot, so it wasn't a big deal to him.
Yeah, I probably bid him goodnight and then probably just laid out my bedroll in a patch of ground and crashed. It ain't nothing for Barney to sleep on a bedroll. He's used to that shit.
Yeah. Oh, there's an extra room with a bed in it. If you want to take it, but if he doesn't, he doesn't.
He probably crashed he crashed on the floor.
Okay, sounds good. And you guys sleep through the night. Adam, you had mentioned something you were thinking about doing. Did you still want to do that?
Just waiting for the services, bro. Oh no
Okay.
no.
You had mentioned
Yeah.
something about a dream
Nope,
sequence.
nope.
So
Nope. Wait for the services.
okay,
Actually,
got
yeah,
you.
no, yeah. This is probably a good time. So he probably had a dream, and like if you guys would see this like a movie cutscene or whatever, he probably was seeing Al in the clutches of this Ankeg, and then like when it like snapped his spine, it like would like cut back and forth real quick, and Tank and Austin, you would see a big wolf crunching the spine of a woman, and you would hear shrieks, and it'd be like flashing back and forth
Sure.
between Al and this woman and the wolf, and between Al and the Ankeg. And he'd probably wake up and try and go back to sleep, but it's probably pretty intermittent sleep from there on out. That's it.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, he had a kind of a restless night.
Yeah.
For sure. Okay. So you guys wake up in the morning. You see.
Said I wake up first, right? Fucking fall between the chair, bump my head and shit.
Yeah, it's about 6 a.m. We'll say when you wake up. You got about 3 hours of sleep.
God.
No, because you passed out pretty soon after you got to the bar.
Yeah. I didn't do last call or anything, so
Yeah.
I was intending to do that, but it was just like so much fighting and everything in that day.
Exhaustion and
yeah.
You have 3 levels of exhaustion.
Yeah, my mind was bigger than Yeah, exactly.
Whoops.
Yeah. So you guys you wake up about 6 a.m. You guys are all
don't mind me.
You guys all get up, and Arlo, you're the first one up. The other two, I don't know, is Dorian an early riser, or is Barney an early riser?
Yeah, Dorian would have woken up with the sun problem.
So he's getting up about the same time Arlo's falling off the chair.
Barney's pretty old. I imagine he gets up to pee a lot throughout the night. So yeah, I mean he
probably gets up at 4 a.m.
He gets up early and like he's like early 60s. So yeah, he's probably got prostate issues and shit.
So you guys are all up about 6 a.m. And there's another fresh meal that's been brought in and placed on the table. People seem like they're quietly coming in and out, making sure you guys are taken care of.
I make coffee and hand some to Arlo. You're gonna need this, buddy.
I'm like, is this that dirty bean water I've been hearing about? Yeah.
Yep. He says hang on.
Oh my God.
He says hang on, and he goes to all the goods that have been brought, and he just gives you. He probably puts like 1 finger of whiskey in it, and he's like, "Here, this will take the edge off."
Like, oh, there you go. Oh, see, now you're talking my language.
Yeah, little hair of the dog, little caffeine.
He's like, yeah, and he's like, oh, Oh God, that's amazing. Yeah, he's having a good time. He's enjoying that. Because that's probably the only comfort he's getting right now, because he's fucking just heads pounding.
Yeah,
Yeah.
your back and neck hurt
I'm just
horribly
fucked.
right
Yeah,
now.
I'm just fucked.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what.
You got a bump on your head.
Barney finds a like a rag, and I imagine maybe, since it's fantasy, like maybe Al set up like rain barrels to to catch water and shit. And
there's some fresh water outside.
He goes finds some water, puts the rag, and he goes, here, throw this on the old dome there. It's not gonna hurt. He feels bad for the little guy. He seems that the little guy. He does,
Barney, I appreciate you, buddy.
Because he really doesn't know Arlo all that well, so he doesn't know if Arlo's taking this particularly hard or if this is just how he is.
His life,
Yeah,
exactly.
He's not asking, because that's not any fun.
Sure, and it doesn't seem like Barney's way of doing things.
No, he's
okay.
He's a nice guy, but he's also, I would say, he's not great with social cues either.
Sure.
Yeah. But,
Either way, he's like, I appreciate you, Barney, buddy. Thanks, buddy. And I put it on my head, and I'm just like, just sitting there drinking some shit.
He probably finds
eating some biscuits.
He heats up. He tries to heat up something to, from the stuff that's been brought over for some breakfast or whatever, and has the coffee going, and getting ready to start the day.
Okay. And as you guys are getting your day going, you see there's starting to be, you see more and more people kind of grouping up outside. Right. As people are starting to arrive. The guards in the night, you can see they've come and dug a hole, and Ander shows up at the front door. It's about 8 a.m. and says, "Well, gentlemen, if you'd like to come join us, we believe we're going to start the ceremony here soon."
Barney grabs his staff and
I appreciate you, Taker. That's what he just says, Taker, because he's Undertaker. That's
right.
What he's doing.
Nice. John's favorite wrestler. Speaking of that, yes. John, I know
Anders, the American Badass.
I know we're in some pretty heavy shit right now, but did you see the new Undertaker Funko Pop?
Oh, that's so dope.
No, I didn't.
Okay, we'll keep going, and I'll put it on the screen share here in a second. But anyway,
okay.
He grabs his staff and he doesn't say nothing, just heads on out.
So you guys see that quite a few people have gathered. They have a bunch of flowers set up around the gravesite. It's pretty just kind of a normal low affair. They have what seems to be a wooden cross built up around the where a headstone would be, and Ander just kind of looks at everyone and he's like, "Unfortunately, tragedy has struck our small village and our town, and we've lost a great man this day. A man by the name of Alfonso. He was a great warrior. He served the armies to the south for many years, and he died as a hero." Oh, that's badass.
Yeah.
As a hero in service to our town, making sure the rest of us could go on living our lives. From what I hear, it's how he would have liked to go. If anyone would like to say any words on his behalf, the floor is now yours. And he kind of gestures to the three of you.
I got stuff, but I don't know who wants to go first.
I'll go first.
Okay.
And he goes up there and he's like, kind of shuffles up there. He's kind of, the body language from him is like uncomfortable kid with his hands in his pocket kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
like very kind of
like
he's
a kid that says
staring
"aw
down his
shucks"
feet.
but sad.
Yeah, staring down his feet, kind of, and he's
I dig it.
yeah, and he's like, I didn't know him. I didn't know him that long, and but I don't know, man. I'm not good with words. Sorry, but he was from what I could tell, and what the time we spent with him, he was a good man, good soldier, brave man. Sacrificed and gave his life for us, for me, for Barney, for you townsfolk, and I say we pour one out for him, and he poured it out there. That was like his one little thing, and he's like poured out a little bit of his hooch, and but he goes, go ahead. What?
When you say that, all the patrons of the Barking Goat go, here, and they raise flask and they pour one out with you.
Nice.
Awesome, perfect. And then I didn't mean to. And I look at the Taker guy, and I know because he's probably like, sorry, Taker, didn't mean to make it a bar scene here.
You grieving your way, son. You grieving your way.
Appreciate you. I don't know. Like I said, I didn't know too much about him, but from what I've seen, he was a brave and noble man, a great warrior, and it seemed like this is the way he wanted to go out. He was head fast, and he wanted to take out this evil, any evil that would be, and that's what I appreciate about him. And then the one last thing, what I liked about. And he's kind of like fumbling a little bit at this part. He's getting a little more quieter. He's like, what I really liked about him, and he was really, I don't know, he's very, very, very nice to me, and very, very forgiving, even in my shit, and I'm very thankful for him to be that, to look past all my faults. You all see me in the town, and I don't know. I'm thankful that I got to know him. I think he did something for me, and I don't know what that is yet, but I'm willing to do a little better than I used to do for him. But yeah, I don't know. That's all I gotta say. I don't fucking know. And he like trails off and really kind of walks off real quick and shit because he's like embarrassed a little bit. So. And
when you're kind of stumbling, the captain kind of comes up to you and pats you on the shoulder. It's okay, kid. It's okay.
And I go, get off me. And I kind of rush away from him,
yeah.
Of course, deep down he's like, thanks, but he's like, get off me, damn it,
And he pulls off, doesn't push anything.
Yeah. Frustrated a little bit, a little this and that.
Do you come back towards Barney?
Yeah. So, I walk back over. Yeah, because that's you're the person I know the most. So I'm going over there. That's my comfort at the moment.
Barney's like 6'4", right? So he takes a knee because what are gnomes, like fucking 3 feet tall?
Sure. Yeah,
so
exactly.
He takes a knee and he puts a hand on your shoulder and he kind of like just a little squeeze, and he waits for you to do anything. And what do you do?
I think he kind of looks at him, and I feel like he's good, like kind of wants to shrug at him, kind of stops, and he kind of sits there, and he just kind of puts his head down and kind of lets it happen.
Yeah.
But it took a minute. It's almost like here, perfect example, and Adam will know this. It's kind of when Drax petted Rocket at the end of Guardians 1.
Yeah, I had something, but that's better than what I had. So yes.
Okay. That's kind of what it was. Where like I was like, oh, and I jerked a little bit, like I was gonna jerk away, kind of like like I did with the captain. But I'm like, wait,
right.
I'm gonna let it. I'm gonna let it happen.
That's
That's
perfect.
Yeah.
Barney,
I like it.
Barney will stand back up
so-
and look at Dorian, and you kind of like how we did when we had to break the news about Al being dead, and like he kind of like gestures. Do you want to go next, or
He gives you the nod.
okay? So
and
go ahead, John.
So while you're kind of doing that with Arlo, the captain steps up there to say a few words, and he's like, "Well, Al's only been here a few months, but he seemed to integrate in this town like anybody else would. He was always a good man, willing to give a good helping hand. And he had a sword arm as good as anybody. One of the best swords I've seen in this town in a long time. Shame to see him go down, but as far as I know from the talks we had, he wouldn't have wanted to go down any other way. He was able to protect these people and keep them from falling into danger. And we all owe him a debt of gratitude. And we'll all miss him and miss the wonderful stories he used to tell." And he kind of just dips his head and he walks off for the next person to step up there.
Yeah, Barney will hop up there. And you see, well, those two would have seen. He takes out the piece of paper that he had been working on at the desk, and he says, "Good morning, everyone. Some of you may not know me. I'm fairly new here. My name's Barnabas Ulysses Montavious Pomaton. Call me Barney.
I fucking love that name.
Whatever you need. I had people, they used to call me Bumpy, but you know it never bothered me. You know, long as you're friendly, I'll be friendly to you. Anyway.
And when you say that, Glyph Glavin pipes up. Why'd they call you Bumpy?
Because
Perfect.
He says,
and he gets elbowed by Corms sitting next to him.
And he says, "Excellent question, friend. It's because my initials spell out bump. But anyway, back to yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Back to the matter at hand. I didn't.
And Arlo stares at him and gives him a look like, interrupt him again, you son of a bitch.
He says, I didn't know Al a long time, but I was there at the time of his death. He was nice enough to open his home to me. He was a noble man. He laid his life down for Arlo's and my own. He bravely and fearlessly faced those Onkegs to make the town of Riverstone a safer place. And even as the Onkeg snapped his spine in its powerful grip, and as blood started to pour from his mouth and ears, he stayed stalwart. As I heard the bones of his body crunch like gravel beneath one's foot, I saddened. As he cried out in agony, I wish we had and you hear,
as he wailed for his mother.
You and like the whole time, like he's saying this, like when he's talking about his bones snapping, you see him kind of like flinch, almost like when Dustin Hoffman would get upset as Rain Man, like when shit bothered him, and and you just see him kind of flinch, and then he brings it back in. He's like, with his body crunched like gravel beneath one's foot, I got sad, and he cried out in agony. I wish we'd had more time together. Even as his skin tore in battle and his essence drained, I admire his bravery. Okay, thanks. Have a good day. And he just walks away from the podium or whatever that is there.
I fucking love it. I fucking love that.
And then he stands right
I
by
like it.
he stands right by Arlo, and you kind of see this look on his face of like he feels like he did a really good job, even though it was kind of fucking gruesome. Like he's really proud of himself.
Everybody they're respectful, but they're a little bit taken aback.
Oh, I'm sure.
Because that was pretty grim.
He doesn't notice any of that.
He walks past Arlo and looks down, and Arlo's like dabbing one eye a little bit.
For a second,
He's
I thought you meant he was like putting his face in his elbow, like dabbing.
Yeah. Almost. No, not dabbing. No, dabbing almost like a tear that was rolling in his eye. Like that was beautiful. You know?
I told you he's not good with social cues.
and you said Dorian wouldn't want to say anything, right?
I don't think so. Not unless like people were giving him the eye or something. Otherwise,
no one's gonna give him the eye.
It if he didn't say anything, because I have things planned for that. But you do you.
You have things planned for what?
If he doesn't say anything, I have questions. But you, if you want to say something, say something. I'm not gonna play your character for you. The questions would probably still work anyway. So go for it.
Yeah.
Do whatever you want.
If he wouldn't say anything, he wouldn't. If he would, he would.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
you do what you will.
He wouldn't say.
Perfect.
Alright.
Stay with it.
So I guess Ander was kind of the MC of this shit. Maybe the captain.
So
I guess he kind of ends it, right?
Ander starts to do the rites, and they lay him to rest, and they start to fill the hole. It's kind of a town ritual that everyone kind of goes around and fills puts a shovel of dirt in there. You don't have to join in if you don't want to.
Barney's in.
But once the hole's full, Corm from the bar kind of steps up. And he's like, "Well, I know that Al, he always liked to talk about his drink. So how about we go have a few for him down at the Barking Goat?"
You gotta tell me twice.
And he pours one out on top of the filled grave, and a procession kind of heads towards the Barking Goat for kind of a revelry and remembrance once the ceremony and the rites have been said.
Yeah. I'm in. Barney is definitely good.
I pour a little bit out while they're putting that, and I take a little dirt and I kind of kick it with my foot in there. I'm like, all right, I'm done. I'm kind of like, all right, I need to get away from this, you know?
Arlo struggles with his feelings for sure. I'm loving this shit.
Yeah. So you guys, do you all three head that way? Where is Dorian headed?
Dorian would probably do it just to go along, to get along kind of thing.
Okay.
It wouldn't be a big deal of it.
When we get to the bar, Barney would like to make a toast.
Okay.
So are we there?
So you guys are all in the bar. Everybody's got drinks. Everybody's kind of rabble-rousing, and you kind of call everybody to make a toast.
Yeah. I'll tap my glass and whatever, and I'll well, I just cracked my beer. That was cute. Anyway.
You have everyone's attention.
Yeah, so Barney stands up, not like on a chair, he's pretty tall. He raises his glass and he says, in honor of Al, I just want to say that I hope the drinks tonight flow like the blood from his open wounds. And he raises his glass. And Like,
Oh, God.
I, Adam, want to convey to Austin that, like, Barney definitely thinks that all of this is, like, super, like, honorific.
Honorable.
Yeah, he's definitely trying to honor him, but he's just very bad at it.
Bad at it, yeah.
Because, like, if my fucking character died and you guys, like, took a dump all over him, like, I'd feel a little bad, but, like, that's not his intent. Like,
Yeah.
he's just...
And I don't even think he's taking a crap on him. He's just like, he died digitally. He's saying, like, he died, like heroically, but let me add some gruesome details on top.
Right, that
like,
definitely didn't need to be in there, but, like,
the filter's not there, yeah.
Well, yeah, and he thinks that just makes him sound more heroic and badass, but it's probably just creeping everybody out. But yeah, that's
it's kind of weird.
That's the toast he makes and I imagine it's not welcomed all that well, but he kills his drink, orders another one, and doesn't take any notice of the reaction to the crowd.
Yeah, he's just like, man, I killed that. No.
Yeah, he probably does think he killed it.
Yeah. And then
Dorian wouldn't have he wouldn't be phased or affected. He thinks it's kind of normal for your type of people, and so he's like just assuming it's a weird.
You're like, okay, whatever works, kind of thing, right?
I don't really care.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna want to talk to Dorian at this bar, but I didn't know if Tank wanted to also make a toast or do anything. I didn't want to step on toes and hog the spotlight here.
Arlo gets up on a table and he's like, and he kind of puts his glass up and he goes, wait, shit. So Barney, he finds
Barney puts a stool on the table for him, and he looks at him and he goes, stand on this,
boy. See, man, great minds. And I get up there and shit, and I go, it's for Al, Big Al, man. All of a sudden, I start calling everybody big, and it's a funny joke because everybody's bigger than me. Right. So he's like, this is for Big Al, and he just sits there, and he's sitting there like he's gonna say something. He's like, yeah, and it's just kind of awkward, but he's starting to get slashy too, so it just all mixes together, and he's just like, Dal, and he just drinks it and shit and goes nuts and falls off the fucking chair. And
nice.
Well,
yeah, that's like the perfect moment as everybody's just like, yeah, Tal.
Yeah, and in the throes of drinking and getting drunk.
It's the perfect moment off of Barney's awkwardness.
Yeah, it's probably a nice tension breaker.
It breaks the tension perfectly, and everybody's just rabble-rousing. They're enjoying, talking, sharing stories about him like you would at any type of wake, and putting the booze back like crazy.
I'm going to Austin, is Dorian drinking something in particular?
He's just drinking whatever's being served right now. He's probably eyeing the door, thinking about heading out.
Okay. Barney's gonna order 2 of whatever he was having in hopes of catching him, because I imagine he's probably sitting by himself. Does that seem accurate? Okay, so he's gonna order 2 of whatever Dorian was drinking. I keep wanting to say Al, but I'm gonna try and not do that. And he's gonna try and catch him. And he says, hey buddy, you got one more in you?
Oh yeah, I'm good. I'm good for one more.
All right. And he sits down and he says, what's I was pretty impressed by your friend and my companion there, Al. What's your favorite Al story? And I know I'm putting you on the spot, but like I have intentions.
My favorite Al story. There's this one time in training. I wasn't paying attention at this one part, and we were sort of being taught on how to take a fortified position that you weren't really supposed to attack, right? They were kind of showing us like this is what not to do. This is what not to attack because it's almost impossible. And then we're told to go and take it. I don't know. Maybe he did here. I don't know. But he went off and he went at that thing like it was his fucking god like given mission to go and like prove everyone wrong or something. And he just goes up there and he gets his shield and he fights like a monster and he just gets his ass whipped. And it was just fucking hilarious because that was exactly what Al would always do. He would fight the honor of a drunken whore in the street with his life. He just he kept seeing the worst side of people, and so I don't know if it was for himself or but he would fight for the good in anybody. And he didn't really care much about the consequences. He always seemed he just sort of seemed protected sometimes in battle. There was plenty of times we shouldn't have come out and we did, and there was a few times when I shouldn't have come out and he helped. He just was at the right time, the right place at the right time. But that's always one of my favorite memories of Al, just storming that fucking hill and going into like, they had the high ground and everything, and he was like, no, you underestimate my power, and he just went right in there and got nice and slammed. It was, so yeah, and then he kind of quiet again.
He says, well, I only stood by him in a few fights, but that sounds like the guy I knew. He says, you don't seem to take death all that hard. Is that fair to say?
Well, we all die sometime. We saw our share of death, to be sure. You kind of always, after a while, get used to hearing about it. So yeah, I guess you're probably pretty accurate.
Well, if I don't, and if I'm overstepping my bounds, you let me know and I'll drop it. But if you don't fear death, what do you live for? And he's kind of like, he's basically asking what blows your skirt up?
Well, I think there's a difference between fearing death and fearing the inevitable. I look both ways. It's when I cross the street like everybody else. But if it's your time, it's your time. And it was Al's time, and that's all that really is to it, I live just day to day. For a long time, I lived for the person next to me, and they lived for me. That's sort of how it is for a while. That's why I'm here. So now I don't know. I'm just sort of trying to find kind of what's next.
Barney says, I knew Al as long as I knew Arlo, and that don't tell him because he's not great with this stuff, I don't think, but that little fucker, I tell you, I'm starting to kind of feel that way about him, but hopefully, if you'd like, if you'd like to join our little running crew, we'd welcome a little piece of Al, and I hope maybe we'll get there someday, but it's nice to have a bit of our friend. So to Al, and he throws up he raises the glass of whatever he brought, and in a cheers motion, and he waits for you to react.
Yeah, he definitely. He picks it up and to Al, and then probably says it loud and gets everyone in on it so everyone takes a swig.
Yeah.
Ow!
Rawr. Rhubarb. Yeah, he's just trying to find out a little bit more about this new guy. So yeah, that's good. That's good talk.
And then as he takes his drink, he says, Al sent me down. He messaged me about wanting to open up a brewery or something. So I actually learned a little bit about it myself to try and see what we could do. That's kind of why I came down here.
That was something we were trying to undertake, and I don't know how you feel about it, but I think maybe after we get our vengeance on these wolves and onkegs, maybe we work towards brewing Alfonso's ale. What do you think?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Alliteration's always good for marketing, I think.
Well, if you know what that word means, and I'm assuming you know that whatever you said is probably true. So, cool.
Nice.
Oh, love it.
And then he like looks to the side and he says, "Arlo, quit humping that lady. She didn't do nothing to you."
Not yet.
I just assume he's humping someone.
No.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Arlo got pulled in the back by Marla. She needed a grief bone.
Shit.
Oh man.
Fuck. Well, okay. She seems to consent enough. You keep humping that lady. Do it for Al.
She's allowing it, buddy. She's allowing it.
Dorian then sort of like tries to do sort of an Irish exit and goes back to Al's grave.
Okay.
I don't know if anyone wants. I mean, he wouldn't like. He's not trying to necessarily hide or anything. He just sort of like it's kind of like his own sort of moment.
Do it. We're drinking.
Yeah, I mean, Barney's not great. He may have asked you to be like, hey, he maybe would have asked, you want any company? But either you get the impression any answer is fine.
Yeah, he kind of just heads out. You might have asked him, but you're not even sure if he heard it.
Okay.
It's like a drunken stupor. You turn around and start saying it, and he's already heading towards the door, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
That kind of style. I can see that.
Okay. So you head over to Al's house, to the grave in the backyard. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you.
I was waiting for Austin to do stuff.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Yeah, me too. I just didn't know if he heard.
Barney didn't follow him.
He walks over to the grave, and then he sort of stands over it and seems to allow some of the emotion that he might have been hiding out a little bit.
Ow. Sorry. I had to do it. Damn it. Sorry.
Love it.
I gotta pee. No, I'm waiting. Go. Sorry.
And then you kind of hear him mumbling, like as if he's saying his own words and his own. He's sort of reading a little poem. Because I kind of like the idea that they sort of had their own words.
Sure. Little poetry stuff. I was thinking that. I was like, wondering if you thought about the whole poetry stuff that Al did. But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
I think I'm getting my answer, so.
You hear him. Well, I don't know. I picked out a little poem. In the bleak midwinter, frosty
Wind made moan, earth stood hard as iron, water like a stone, snow had fallen, snow on snow in the bleak midwinter long ago. And he folds up the piece of paper and sort of buries it on top of the grave, and then just starts walking back to Al's house.
Nice.
I like it.
Yeah.
Okay. And Arlo and Barney, how long do you guys stick around at the Barking Goat?
Imagine I get a couple pumps in, and he gets done with his hookup, and then I would imagine
couple pumps in. Such the romantic.
Jesus
Christ!
Oh my god! He's a true. This guy's a true blood. I got none on him.
Right. Yeah.
Twilight
Arlo's
Missile.
been cast as Joe Manganiello, but fucking mini.
Just ginormous.
Oh yeah, hey Austin, did you cast Dorian?
Did I cast?
Oh yeah.
I don't know of a half orc to cast him as.
I mean,
Well, you don't have to half orc it.
well,
You just pick
like on Glass Cannon, they had a half orc, but he casted him as Liam Cunningham, who played Davos on Game of Thrones. I don't know if you. I mean, it doesn't matter. I was just curious. I'm trying to get a facial on this guy, but it's all good.
No, no.
You'd put makeup on a guy, you know.
Right.
Yeah. I mean,
When they play an orc, they still when
like
you
if
watch
you're
Lord of the
doing-
Rings, they had
motherfucker,
humans dressed
come
up
on.
like orcs.
Like if he was doing a live action Shrek, who would be?
Andy Serkis, you motherfucker.
Yeah,
If you got
no.
nothing, you got nothing.
Barney probably wouldn't stay till last call, but he might
Yeah.
stay. He might catch a little, like leave it like a 7 out of 10 on the drunken scale, and get. He's not a huge indulger, but he'll put a little bit on.
Okay. And you guys eventually make your way back to Al's house.
Arlo's at a 9 on the drinking, but he was also started thinking like, no, I don't want another hangover.
Oh
So
shoot! That was the wrong
he's wore the
one.
fuck out, you know. So
Yeah.
emotionally.
Yeah, for sure. So you guys tied one back a little bit, and you head back to Al's house. And Dorian, you're still there, just kind of relaxing.
Shooting some b-ball after school.
Acting all, yeah, he is. He's just chilling there, waiting for the other guys to come back, as he assumes they will.
Like a villain.
Okay.
No.
They eventually make their way back.
Cool.
Barney will
You done?
go over to the supplies, and he'll take maybe like 3 cups out of the cupboard, and set them on the dining room table. Grab a bottle of I don't know, brown liquor, and say one last one for Al.
You know I ain't gonna say no.
And,
Yeah,
and-
sure. But
All right,
Okay.
and he doesn't pour heaping drinks, but
Yeah.
he
Kind of like
he,
sipping,
you know, couple fingers of whiskey, and
Sure.
he as you guys pick him up, he taps his glass on yours, and he goes back to the desk, and he whips out a journal and just starts writing in it.
Okay.
Well,
It's
Arlo
I'd
pulls out
say
a
it's
little pipe and starts smoking a little bit.
it's about
Ooh, nice.
noon at this point.
Fuck, it's noon and we're trashed. I mean, shit. I mean, that makes sense, though. I didn't really think about that. The funeral started at probably like fucking 8 in the morning.
That's good though. We go back and relax and kind of get sober again.
You take that nap at like 3 o'clock. Wake up at 6 hungover. That's the fucking worst. You ever done that? Oh man, I hate it.
Oh, that fucking
It's not
sucks.
fun. I tend to not day drink, so
Yeah,
I do love day
it's not
drinking.
fun.
You know why I love day drinking? Because then I can get home earlier. But anyway.
But yeah, you smoke a pipe. You walk around.
Yeah.
There you go. That's
I think Barney is. I don't know. I want to say Barney is a cigar guy, but it doesn't seem like he would be. He seems like he would be a
He
pipe
seems like
guy.
more of a pipe guy.
He does.
Yeah.
Definitely. He's like a corn.
Let's just say, here,
He's like a corn
yeah,
cob
yours is
pipe
probably
guy.
like a long corn cob. Yeah, I can see
Yeah.
that.
Corn cob
Mine's
pipe
more
guy.
like a. Mine's more like hobble together, shitty, dirty, fucking.
See, I can see. I can
Roll
see,
your own cigarettes.
Yeah, that's what I would say.
Arlo's a roll your own cigarette guy.
Arlo's either a roll your own cigarette guy or like a real long pipe, like that his arm can barely fucking reach out to the end of. But
That
yeah.
or he's the guy that does snus, the nasal tobacco. The weirdo.
Arlo just does fantasy coke.
I
That's
don't know
just
that pipe. I think it's shitty, dirty one. Yeah. Oh God.
Yeah.
Fantasy MDMA. Yeah.
I mean, Barney might catch maybe catch a quick cat nap. I mean, but yeah, he's I mean, fuck, we do need to track these wolves though. So like,
yeah. So
say maybe he doesn't.
Resting just for a little bit.
Yeah, maybe instead of a nap, he just. What time did you say it was, John? About noon.
Like noon.
About noon. Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
We're just sitting there sobering up. I would imagine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe we sit around for a couple hours till about 2 and say,
Yep. It's about 2.
Well, boys.
I'm gonna piss real quick.
Okay. He'd probably go up to Dorian. He's like, is it? He goes to Dorian, right? And he says how I this may be a stupid question, but how are you in battle? Is Austin here?
Yeah, he's there.
Okay.
He doesn't know. He's thinking like, I can hold my own if that's what you mean.
He says, well, and you can see that he's like super fucking uneasy. He's like, I don't, and he's like stumbling over his words and shit. And he's like, I wolves, and you would see like this big ass scar that runs from like his temple to his chin, and he says, I'm look, you're a new friend, but I don't do wolves, man. If we're tracking wolves, I don't know that I can go with you.
And go ahead.
Arlo would have heard
okay.
this too.
Yeah. I think Arlo. Go ahead, buddy. Sorry, I'm sorry to interrupt. Sorry.
You have a bad experience with wolves or something?
I did. Hey John, can they make like retroactive perception checks on like Barney's speech or his eulogy?
Yeah. I mean, well,
they probably would have seen him. They probably would have been paying attention to him.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious. I would say they noticed that he was definitely uneasy talking about it. And it's happened enough times that you guys have been around wolves.
Yeah.
And even when he was inspecting the wolves, I bet he was uneasy. Yeah. And he's probably a little jumpy. Like if they moved, he jumped back.
And he saw me get uneasy when we were talking to the sergeant or whatever. So
yeah. You guys have noticed that he's been uneasy about the whole wolf thing this whole time.
He says, and you see him like he's like choking up. He says,
okay.
I'm from not too far from here, and little town called Gray Hollow. It's nothing to write home about. I mean, I would write home, but not about the town because they already know what's going on there. And he like nervously chuckles.
I passed through that town. Pretty good troughs.
He says, "Yeah, they're very long. Get a lot of swimming done in there." He says,
Yeah.
And
You kind of get lost in there.
yeah, he says, I don't know, man. A few decades ago, I was supposed to get hitched, and well, you see this here leaving. A wolf got me one day, and thankfully, I reached for my dagger and I took its ear, and then a few years later, met a nice lady, and she was out gathering supplies, and hang on, I got Steve. And yeah, real tension breaker there. And he says I from all accounts, that same one-eared bastard, he got her, and
Wow.
I just
And I look at Arlo and I go, I look at Barney and I go, I'm sorry to hear this, buddy. Oh, this is terrible. It's terrible. And he's like awkward and saying it because again, he didn't know how to fucking like comfort somebody, so he's like, I'm sorry, man.
He just kind of he acknowledges you and nods, and it looks appreciative. He says,
sure.
I mean, look, I want to do this for Al, but it's not gonna be like. I mean,
and I
struggling for words here.
I know, but buddy, I get it. We're all afraid of things. I mean, I'm afraid of many things, and you know me, I'm not gonna talk about that much, but that's we got our new friend here, and he seems so damn headstrong and dedicated. And I kind of look at Dorian like this guy seems serious. Like I have not faith in him, but I'm like, okay, he's cut from that same cloth that Barney has.
He seems to have like a badass demeanor, but maybe a little more measured than Al.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know.
A little more slowed down, a little more focused.
That's what I've gotten from Austin so far.
Yeah. So then he goes. So we got him, and like I said, I know it's hard for you. It's hard to get past this. It's a lot in your mind, and but I say this: not only do we do it for Al, but why don't we do it for her?
Yeah, they can't kill her twice.
Yeah,
that is true.
Yeah.
I mean,
she did. No,
you could go and hide in the hole, and you might find something in there that might take your life. You could go stick your head in the sand. You can go run away and hide in a bottle, if that's what you want to do. I don't know what to tell you there. Maybe.
But going off of him, I think it's just deep down, you're not one to run away. You might have fears, you might be apprehensive, you might, be a damn weirdo just like me. That's why I think we're becoming friends. We're fucking weirdos, but you're not one to back down. You're one to stand up. You're one to get shit done.
Well,
get it done.
You also don't necessarily have to run into danger either. We can take it one step at a time, but if you feel that you don't have the strength to keep going, then I understand. That's fine. I've seen it in other men too.
It's not that. It's and he's struggling to find the words because and I am too, but I think it's fitting. He says I think Al would expect more of me and I'll try and do it for him. But
Well, Al expected just as much as from everybody else as he did from himself. But you don't owe Al anything. He would have done this for anybody. You should, if you do it for somebody, you should do it for yourself, because that's what really matters at the end of the day.
But there's, I mean,
I'm right here.
And I look up at him and I said, "Damn it, I'm doing it for you." You know, I'm just kind of sitting there like, I'm trying to.
He looks at Arlo, and he takes another big gulp, and he says, "I promise that I'll try." And he probably walks away, and just tries to collect himself.
Sure. And as he walks away, I go, "That's all we can do."
I'd probably go to my gear and stuff and sort of get my stuff together, as if I might not be coming back here, because I travel light, and then I after a while look at them. You guys ready to get going?
Sure. Arlo puts his gear on, and he walks over to a horse trough and dips his head in, flips out, and he's like, "Let's fucking go."
Nice.
It's like him getting focused. It's like pregame. It's like LeBron doing the powder.
You're like Triple H spitting his water.
Yeah.
I like it.
Barney grabs his staff, and he kind of has it like as a walking stick, and then you see him like kind of put two hands on it. And he takes another big swallow and goes, "Okay," and then he just starts walking in the direction he knows he needs to walk. He walks past you guys, like you see that he's not confident, but he's trying to be.
Sure. Yeah, and he doesn't want to like face us, kind of, right? Kind of.
No, he's not. He didn't even look at you. But then, But then you see as he walks away, you see like this weird like glint of like golden energy kind of like sweep down his body. And John, that's me casting mage armor.
Mage armor. Okay. Nice.
Yeah. So
okay. So it's about you guys make your way towards the western guard tower and the western exit of town. And I'm guessing you leave the town. You cast this mage armor. You get this shimmery gold magic protecting you. And I'm guessing you guys are going to go inspect the area where the breach was.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, like wherever the best tracks would be to track them.
Yep.
Yeah, we can find the tracks.
Give me some survival checks. And Tanky, make sure you add double proficiency. So
it should have added.
Let me make sure that added.
It should have added to it.
What's your
survival bonus, Tank?
I think it's like a +5, which would be
+5.
correct. Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah.
Because you have a +1 in wisdom. So
yeah. So
roll me survival. Everybody who wants to.
Yeah.
Fuck me, I crit failed.
Jesus, yeah. Wow, that was not good. I got a 7 total. Fuck.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
I know, I got 2 on die.
Can we like
gracious.
Can we like take 20? I mean, like,
he dips his head into the trough again.
You guys can take your time.
I mean, like, we're on a singular mission to track these goddamn wolves.
Yeah. So it takes you guys a while.
Yeah,
but
it takes us a while.
Trail.
Yeah.
So you get on the trail about 4 o'clock. Because I'm gonna say it's about 3 by the time you guys get out of town.
If it was a equivalent to Earth Month, what month is it? Like, are we working with a lot of sunlight, or?
Oh no, it's summer. Yeah, you still got plenty of light.
Okay. Because Barney,
you're gonna have light till about 8 o'clock.
I was gonna say
you'll be able to track for about 4 hours.
Because Barney's standing by his fucking don't walk into the dark. Like, that's just stupid.
Yeah. Like you know it's going to be a bit of a trek. You know you're going to have to camp out, but
Okay.
you can pick up the trail, and you have plenty of daylight to pick up the trail and start following it.
By the way, John, I
so-
think we're gonna be on the blanket mage armor rule, where I'm just gonna check off a first level spell slot every long rest.
Morning.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. So you guys are heading out. You pick up this trail, and you're following it for a few hours, and it's about I'd say about 6:30, and sun's not it's starting to go down, but you still have plenty of light, and you're just traveling through the woods, and you see a creek up ahead with a bit of a bridge, and everybody roll me a perception check.
April.
15.
Still sobering up.
11.
11 and 15. So 15, Barney, you let me straighten this out. That's gonna drive me nuts. Motherfucker. So Barney, you hear some rustling in these trees up ahead.
Okay.
And some growling. And as you look and peer, you see 3 will look to be two-headed, black-furred beasts
Oh my.
that look kind of like dogs or wolves. You're not sure.
Two-headed black wolves, dogs, things. Okay. He's gonna like tap them and point at the where he hears the shit. Like he's gonna make them aware.
Yeah.
Okay. And everybody go ahead and roll me some initiative.
Oh,
As
hell yeah.
they've kind of noticed you.
Let's see, 16 total.
22.
Damn, nice.
Yeah, 13.
I took a feat that
22,
gives me a hella bonus thing, so don't sweat it.
13.
No, you're good. You're good.
Also, John,
Okay.
remember, I can never be surprised.
Yes, sir.
I don't know how that plays into surprise rounds. Like, basically, what? Like, you can't attack me on surprise rounds, but
Yeah, you would get to act every surprise round.
yeah, that works. I like that.
Yeah. You always get to act during the surprise round because you are alert.
I like that. That's
Or
a good
wait, no,
rule.
you can never be surprised would just mean they would never have advantage.
They can
so
never-
if you don't notice them,
Yeah.
if you don't notice them, you wouldn't get the surprise round, but they would not have advantage on attacks because you aren't surprised of the attack. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I like that's fine. Yeah,
Yeah.
that works for me.
Yeah. They could still get the round, but you can't. You aren't under a surprise.
Right,
Like,
because if you take
oh no, you have disadvantage.
if you take a surprise attack, you get advantage
Yeah.
automatically. So
They can still sneak up on you and get a gig with a dagger in your back,
Right.
but they'll have regular attack
for sure. Yep, perfect.
Yeah.
Love it.
because you see it coming. So it is Barney's turn, and you see through these trees here, you see 3 two-headed dogs or wolves. You're not sure.
Okay. Now are these like on the map? Are these trees with like trunks, so like I could attack them
Yeah.
unabated?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Those are tall trees with trunks. You see them through the trunks and the overgrowth and brush. Disregard the campsite there. That
Okay.
is not
That's fine.
there.
Okay. On the front one, I am going to cast ice knife.
I like it.
Yep. So that is a 17 plus 5.
17
22.
plus 5. That'll hit.
Okay.
That'll hit.
So target takes
For sure.
1d10. 10. And then each target within 5 feet must succeed on a dexterity saving throw, which I guess is just my save DC.
Yes, sir.
So go ahead and make that.
They got a 15.
Okay.
And that's just going to be those two, right? They're the only ones within.
It's just the one next to it. The one next to Red. Red took the 10 damage, and it passed, so it takes no damage per the spell. There's no half damage.
Gotcha. So Red takes 10 damage.
And
okay, he did not like that, and
hang tight. He's gonna move his full fucking complement. Like he's gonna move, like away.
Okay.
Which is to there.
Sounds good.
Tanky, can you see this shit?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can see it.
I can handle moving you and whatever.
Okay.
Sounds good. Arlo, you're up.
All right. Let's see.
Because you had a 13, right, Dorian?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So, Arlo, you're up.
Cool. Let's see. Let me target. All right. I'm going to let's see, about 30. Okay. I'm going to pull out Bo Jackson, and I want to shoot an arrow at Red.
I forget about all his names. Shit.
Oh, goodness.
Yep.
I'm going to shoot an arrow at Red. Yep.
Ah,
all right.
shit. Now go ahead. I'll ask after your turn's done.
You're good. Shit. That ain't doing it. Yeah, 1 plus 7. Yeah, that ain't doing it. Fuck it.
Did you crit fail?
Critically failed. Yeah.
Crit failed? Okay, so your bowstring breaks.
Oh, shit.
Awesome.
Hey, John, can I make a retroactive nature check on these things?
You have to do that on your next turn.
Okay, that's cool. I forgot, so.
Yep. And it is, Arlo, are you going to do anything else there?
Nope.
Okay, so Arlo stays put. It is Dorian's turn.
So I forget when I made this thing last year, when I made my character with you, John. I've got 2 swords. Do I make 2 attacks, right? Because I'm still a fighter.
You can make anytime you make your attack action, you can take a second attack with your offhand weapon as a bonus action. So it's going to cost your bonus action to make that second attack.
Right. And this guy doesn't have a shield, so I can pretty much always make that 2 attacks with my long.
Yep. As long as you're drawing both, because you have the dual wielder feat, you can draw those both as a single action.
Right.
Or as you normally would drawing your weapons. But I'm going to say you were ready for this, so you had them out.
Yeah.
You can get your full complement of movement.
Cool. Thanks for that reminder.
And you're doing 2 long swords, right?
That's right. Dealing my 2 long swords.
Damn. Nice.
So are you moving all the way up to Red? You can get there. You can go short range and you can use a ranged weapon because I think you have a bow as well as you have some hand axes, so you could throw those as well if you get in close enough range.
Where? Oh, you're back here. Okay.
Yeah, I ran.
And your hand axes Those have a thrown range of 20 to 60. So you'll have to be 20 feet to not within 20 feet to not have disadvantage. So you'd have to move up 10 feet. But you can throw both of those in one round if you want to.
Yeah, he'll just move up. I mean, they're wolves.
Okay.
And
Ooh, buddy.
he's going to attack Red. 16 to hit.
16 will hit.
And then that's 8 damage.
Okay.
And
Nice.
gonna do it again. 11 to hit.
11 is going to miss as you just swing over its head.
Well, that's cool.
Which head?
Awesome.
Both of them.
Yep, that's all.
Okay. And it is their turn. And they have this lovely meat sack right in front of them.
Sure do.
And they are all going to move up and surround you and take a bunch of attacks. As they each have 2 bite attacks. So we'll start with Blues 2.
God damn it.
That's going to be a miss. Second one is a 19 to hit. I believe that's going to hit.
Sure does.
Nah, these things aren't that nasty. That's going to be 6 points of damage.
Okay.
Red does a 13 hit.
No, it doesn't.
And a 12 won't hit, so those 2 miss. And then that's gonna miss, and a 19 on the die will hit from orange, as orange and blue each have a head that hits you, and that's gonna be 5 more points of damage.
2 out of 6 ain't bad.
It sure is. I had to attack somebody. Alright guys, kill him now.
And actually I'm gonna need you to make 2 Constitution saving throws.
Who does?
Austin.
That would be Dorian will need to make 2 Constitution saving throws.
15 and 13.
15 and 13, so you pass both saves.
You're not proficient in Constitution saving throws?
Yeah, I am.
It's only a +3?
Oh, that's weird. Up at the top of my sheet it says +3, but then on the saving throws it has a +5.
Okay, so it would have been a...
Yeah,
It would have been a 7.
you definitely passed
there
both
you
of
go.
those.
Yeah. It would have been a... It
Yeah,
would have been a
he
17.
passed them anyway.
Yeah, it would have been a 17 and a 15, so...
It just to roll the different button.
Yeah.
So yeah, cool.
Yeah. So you definitely passed both of those.
Cool.
So it is Barney's turn.
Okay, Barney's gonna...
As you see these 3 things close in on Dorian.
Barney's not getting any closer. He is going to... Orange... I would like Orange to make a Wisdom saving throw. I don't think this is a good idea, but it's gonna happen.
Okay. Oh, that's... yeah, he failed.
Okay, great. That was Tasha's hideous laughter. So Orange is prone, and he's going to yell out and say, "New friend, hit the one to your." He's going to tell you to hit Orange. He's going to tell you to swing at Orange because you'll have advantage. It probably
It is Arlo's turn.
and John, if he's gonna make 2 attacks, it probably gets a save between attacks. So I think it's when it takes damage.
Okay.
Yeah, each time it takes damage. So
Okay.
All right.
And is that a charm effect? I don't believe it is.
it is I don't think so.
Okay.
No.
If it doesn't say anything about charm, then you're good.
Hilariously funny spell effect. It doesn't say anything about the word charm.
Okay. And it doesn't stun, frighten, deafen, or knock him
it just
unconscious.
says
So,
you're prone.
yep. Good to go. And it is Arlo's turn.
All right. Well, since my bow is messed up, I'm going to pull out my short sword and fucking march up to the blue one, I guess.
Okay. You get up
Okay.
there.
Yeah. And I'm going to. All right. I'm going to swing my short sword at him. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. God damn it. So 7 plus 6 is 11. Shit, that ain't doing it.
That's gonna miss.
Okay.
7 plus 6 is 13.
Oh, yes, it is. Yes, it is. You're right.
Oh shit. Okay.
I didn't catch that.
You're all shitty at math.
Yeah, you're
You
good.
fucks.
I suck.
That's a hit.
Okay. All right.
Hey, it's not my job to do his math. Okay.
Sure. Yeah. No, that's fine. That was on me.
It's all good. I'm just fucking with y'all.
9 points of damage.
Okay. Did you add your sneak attack?
I did not, so that's on me.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. I need to. How do I know if I have advantage on an attack roll? That's what's
So-
getting me.
So it's not always just advantage. It's advantage also if they're engaged by another creature, which these
Okay.
creatures are all engaged. They're within
From
5 feet
Austin.
of Doramir.
Okay.
So I'll let you go ahead and roll it this time.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
No, you're good. Go ahead and roll it.
What is it? 2d6 or something like that?
Yeah, so another d6. So
I
you
think
had
it's-
9
I think you're
total, so
just
add
at
a
a-
d6.
Yeah, single D6 at this
Or
point.
wait, no, he's level 3. It's 2d6.
Oh, is
yeah,
it?
so
Yeah.
2d6. Yeah.
Okay, 5 and 2, so 7.
7 plus 9 is 16. So nice hit. 16 points of damage.
Right.
Yeah.
If anybody,
And then,
if anybody's ever in melee with your target, Tanky, fucking sneak attack. 99%
Okay.
of the time.
Yes.
Also, I'm gonna do a bonus attack action to dash, I guess, or disengage.
Disengage. Okay.
Yeah.
And so let's see. You were right here. That was about so you can move about 5 more feet. You only have about 5 feet left of
Yeah,
movement.
you can back up
Okay.
1 square.
So you want
Yeah, just
Back up
in a
there?
little bit. Yeah,
to okay. So
Perfect.
you lashed out at that thing, and it is Dorian's turn.
All right. Yeah, Dorian's going to slashy slash stabby stab.
Who are you attacking?
We're gonna be attacking blue.
You were
Okay, orange
you were instructed
prone,
to attack
red-
orange. If you recall.
Orange is prone.
Yeah.
Red is You would have an easier attack on orange if you want to
Yeah,
take
you
it.
get
but
advantage
your
on
attack-
orange.
Cool. So let's roll that up.
Hey, 22 is good.
So 22 will hit, and go ahead and roll your second attack. Or okay, so orange will take 11 points of damage,
Nice.
And then you can swing your second attack at him.
Wait, he gets a save. John, make the.
Well, I'll roll the save.
Yeah, roll the save.
He got a 12 on
that
his
fails, so it'd be the 16.
save. Okay,
Does a
so 16. Well, he'd still be prone. He wouldn't be. He would have to get
that's
up on
right.
his turn.
You're right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
So, and 6 points of damage.
I always
It
forget
is-
that shit, that they don't stand up instantly. I'm dumb.
And he gets to save again.
Yeah.
And he is still down, laughing
Nice.
uncontrollably.
Keep eating
Blue
orange.
did not like that stab. He's going to move here and try to attack Arlo. And that's a 14. Does a 14 hit?
Hold on one second. No, it does
Oh,
not.
I'm sorry. A 16, I mean.
Yeah,
Sorry.
that does. 16 hits.
I had the wrong ad there. And that is 4 points of damage.
Okay.
And his second bite attack is a 12. That won't do it.
Nope.
And then red is going to attack twice. And a 3 will not get it done, but a 22 I'm pretty sure will on Dorian.
Oh, Dorian. Okay.
For and you guys, somebody add that potion that Al had, because you guys would have been able to get the potion that he had on.
Gotcha.
5 points of damage on Dorian.
We'll give it to Dorian.
Okay, so
I feel
Dorian
like,
has a potion on.
Yeah, out of character, we would have given it to him.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Barney definitely would have been like, hey, after the whole keep me safe talk.
And that does 5 points of damage on Al. Just a one hit. And
Not
it
Al.
is
Al's
Barney's
dead,
turn.
you fucking asshole.
Oh, not Al. Dorian. Sorry. I just mentioned Al's potion. Fuck you.
Such
That's
a
why he was
jerk.
in my head.
What a jerk.
Hey, he called himself Al earlier, I'm pretty sure.
He did.
But anyway, Barney, it's your turn.
Okay, are all these big trees like, they're just trees, right? They're not like bushes?
Yep. Yeah, they're trees. So you can move around them.
Okay.
You can't get into these squares here, the center.
Nah, he's
Center
gonna,
4 squares
He's gonna move up
are
to,
not move throughable.
He's gonna move up to here, right?
Okay.
And he's going to, first level magic missile red.
Okay.
For oh shit, max damage. 5 points of damage. To red.
Wait, why is that? That only rolled 1d4, bud.
Yeah, it's first level.
That's 3d4 plus 1.
Oh shit.
Just
okay.
roll the d4s. Yeah.
I'll tell you.
Or 3d4 plus 3, really.
Yeah.
If you're doing them all on red.
Sorry. Yeah. Okay. Here. I'll just roll 3d4 and then we'll add 3. 7 plus 3 is 10. I'm sorry. I would have thought
10. Nice.
I would have thought that when I clicked this thing, it would have done 3d4. Yeah. I guess it expects you to just triple it, but that's lame.
This one doesn't add them like it's
I mean, I
supposed
would
to.
have loved to have tripled max damage, but that's unfair. So yeah, 10 damage to red.
I'm not letting you do that with one die roll.
Boo! Hey, you'd love it if it was a 1.
I wouldn't do that to you. That'd be messed up.
I'd do
would.
that to you.
I would.
Fuck you.
So that's why I'm a better GM.
Yeah, whatever. I have like I have like 6 voices.
Arlo,
okay?
you are up, buddy.
All right.
I can't do more than one.
I'm aware.
Okay, so I'm gonna let me see. I'm guessing Blue's right next to me now, right?
Yep.
Since he moved up to get me.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to strike at him with my short sword.
Okay.
Ooh, nice. 13 plus 6, which is 19.
That's gonna hit.
I have a. Hey,
So what you rolling for damage on this?
Huh?
What are you rolling for damage on this?
1d6 plus 4. Right? Yeah.
I thought of a.
What else?
I thought of a workaround for this. You guys want to listen? You guys want to hear my workaround? When tank attacks for
Yes, sir.
maybe the next 2 or 3 sessions, we say, "Hey, do you think you get sneak attack?" And whatever he says is the answer.
But I was actually going to say it next. I'm just doing one thing at a time.
Okay. I'm
Is that-
sorry.
Okay.
I didn't mean to.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I don't know how you're doing it, so I'm just trying to.
I guess I'm just in my mind. I'm like, that's one attack, and then I'll do sneak attack, and then
No,
Okay.
sneak attack is part. So you roll all that damage together. So when you attack,
And
you
then-
want to say that once you hit, you say this is the sneak attack.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Guys, wait.
So
Hey,
I would roll 3d6 then.
Yeah, 3d6
Okay.
plus 4.
we're
Okay.
we're
That
all
works.
trying to fucking get there together. So let's we'll get there.
It's fun.
But I do like that, Adam. I like that idea.
Hey, you call it out. You're the DM. I'm not gonna do it.
Don't matter.
Yeah.
I got it. Let's see. 2,
God damn it! Fucking Dodgers won the World Series.
5. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Fuck. Gotta listen to Cadlick.
You know, I just
Yeah.
found out the
And
other day
Bears.
there are actually there are multiple games for the World Series. I didn't know that.
Yep.
Yeah, 7 of them.
Only for the last
Every single championship
150 years.
Super Bowl.
It's okay. It's only the last 150 years they've been doing it, dude. You're good.
Thanks, dude.
Oh, hey, Tank.
Yeah, the only single championship.
I went to Walmart yesterday, and they had this cardboard bin of basketballs and volleyballs and footballs, and on the side it said sports balls,
Yep.
and I almost took a picture of it for you.
Dude, that was fucking amazing. Should have stole the sign. So that was 10 plus 4 is 14 points of damage.
Nice hit. Good hit.
14. Okay.
And I'm gonna do my bonus action and disengage.
Okay.
How far can I go back? I can probably go back more now. Since
What's
I
your
didn't move.
movement speed? 25 feet?
My move.
Yeah, you can move up to
it
25.
is-
So.
Oh, shit.
yeah.
I let him move an extra 5 feet last time. I forgot that.
Man, sucks to
fine.
suck. Where you want to go?
Yeah. So 25. Move me. Just move me back, down.
How many feet?
Or yeah. Just move me.
Do you
15.
15 straight down?
Straight down. 15
Okay.
straight down.
Got you. 1,
Yeah, that
2, 3. Got it.
Yep. Just want some space.
That's good because if
Al, you're up.
if Blue chases you, Austin gets an attack against him. It's a good idea.
Awesome.
Orange is still laying on the ground.
Yeah, Orange is still
And
on the ground, so
red and blue are not looking good.
Awesome.
And Dorian, you're up.
Yeah, I say Austin's nice, right? Yeah.
Yep.
So, you said Orange still prone?
Orange is still prone. Yes, sir.
All right, we're gonna go after him again. All right, we're gonna do that for
Okay, those are both going to hit, or that's going to hit. Is that a 20? That's not a 20. No.
That's a 17.
17.
Nice. Yep.
Yeah.
So that hits.
No, that's a good looking number. I like that number. And then we're gonna do this, and then hit for 8 damage.
8 damage. Okay.
And then we're gonna do it again. 21,
21 will hit.
7. Is orange?
For 7 points of damage.
So is orange still alive?
They are all still alive.
Orange
All
gets
right,
a
I'm
save, but he'd still be
I'm
prone.
gonna,
Orange
I'm gonna
Orange
do.
gets 2 saves.
I'm
So
I'm gonna do an action surge real quick, and I'm gonna attack again.
okay, go ahead and swing. 14. Does a 14 make it?
No. Yes. 14 does make it.
14 makes it. Okay.
All right.
So he is no longer laughing uncontrollably.
That's 11 damage.
11 points of damage, and Orange, you take off both of its heads with that swing.
Nice. So Orange is dead. So at least its head's off. That's all we know with empirical data is that it doesn't have any heads.
And Red and Blue are both going to try to run away from you. Are you going to swing at one of them? If so, which one?
Fuck yeah, we're just swinging at Blue. Why not?
Blue? Okay, you go ahead and swing at Blue.
Wow, 11.
And that misses.
Yeah.
And Blue and Red, they're going to get we're going to move them to the edge of the map, but they are 30 feet away at this point.
Okay.
Just I have no more map that direction, so.
All right. Are we still going? Or
yes, it is Barney's turn.
Barney's gonna. Barney's. Did either
Blue's
of them?
25 feet from you, and Red is 30 feet from you. Dorian.
Barney will take a firebolt at Red.
Okay, go ahead and fire away.
Hit.
17 will hit.
Only 2 damage.
And you burn his tail's on burning up.
All right. I mean.
And Arlo, it's your turn.
All right, let's see. So, how far is Blue away from me? Adam?
Blue
on
is,
the map, he's 20 feet, but I think he's further than that. Yes,
So-
John?
he's about an extra 5 feet past that. So
Ooh, I
he's
can do
about
it.
25
25?
feet.
So you could get.
I can get up in his grill.
He could get to him.
Yeah. Yep. Get me there. I want to get up in his grill, and I'm gonna swing with the sword, baby.
Okay.
Plus,
You
of
get up
course,
in his
sneak
grill?
attack. Yeah, if it hits.
You won't have sneak attack this time because he's not engaged.
Oh shit. Okay.
No one's in
Oh,
his
he's
grill.
not engaged with fucking Austin because he's gone, right?
Yep.
Exactly.
Yep.
Motherfucker.
Because he's running
See,
away.
look at you getting it.
Yes, sir.
Let's see. 12. What am I doing? 12 plus 6, which
That's
is
a hit.
18, yeah. 1d6. Fuck. All right. 5 points of damage.
5 points of damage. Okay, he is still standing.
All right, I'm gonna disengage. Bonus action disengage.
You have no movement
shit.
left, so you can't do that.
Yeah. Fuck.
He's running anyway, so.
Yeah.
It is Dorian's turn.
Yeah, Dorian is also going to run after these dudes. His
Yeah,
full
you can get up to him.
is 30 feet, whatever. I know they're further away, but who cares? Yeah, we're just gonna try and get Red again. 16 to hit for that first one.
That's gonna hit.
11 damage.
11 damage, and he drops to the ground as you split him up the gut. Your sword runs right up his gut, and his intestines fall on the ground.
Nice. And then we're also gonna do another attack on Blue. For 12 damage, or 12 to hit.
12 will just hit,
And then we're gonna do 10 damage on that fucker.
and you killed all 3 of these death dogs. As this one, you just cut off his 2 forelegs, and he falls face first on the ground, and his neck snaps.
Nice. So yeah, once they're dead, I'd look over and do another check on them, make sure that have the same look. Wow, quick. I was gonna say if they look the same as the other ones did.
You're not real sure.
I catch my breath a little bit and say, "Hey guys, come over and check these out."
What does he want us to check on him?
I'll do a nature
medicine
check on
check
them.
or a nature check to see if they have similar features to the previous. Well, I don't know if you'd have moved up there or not, Barney.
I mean, if they're all dead, yeah, he's not afraid of dead things.
I rolled
Okay.
a 10, so they ain't doing it.
Yeah, I didn't roll. I rolled a 7.
10. So yeah, you guys aren't sure.
Okay.
You can't be certain with those rolls. It is getting a little later in the day. You guys could push on, or this also looks like a decent place to camp.
Yeah.
I think
So we can probably camp.
Barney will definitely be all about any time, especially if we're hunting wolves. He's going to push to not hunt them in the dark. So,
Okay, and you guys are able to rest here, and we will cut us here for the evening.
Sounds good.